There's some legends walking past here right now, heading straight to the hill, no doubt.
Yeah.
The boozer.
Straight beeline, they're focused in there.
But Tommy Brownbridge is out, boys, if you didn't know that. Henry McClellan comes in, so they'll have a couple of rucks because Riley Ward is having a good go in the ruck for Irymple.
He has been, Pirate.
And, of course, Henry McClellan is a ruckman as well, but they'll be up against Rixie, who's going okay as well. I wouldn't be surprised to see Merbein knock Irymple off today. They've got to stop Thrum. They've got to have a, and he will. The coach will have a.
Yeah.
He did last time they played.
They did.
I listened to him, and he spoke about, which foot, where Thrummy likes to start at stoppages, and which foot he kicks on, and all that. So they're aware of it. Of course, you never know what Waller's going to do.
Yep.
Could take out a couple of blokes like last week and
kick 5. He's just that type of player, isn't he?
Yeah, well, he could. He only needs 6 kicks to kick 5 goals. So anyway, it should be all right. The conditions are pretty good, aren't they?
Spot on.
Considering it's bloody Ballarat, shocking weather.
It has been
atrocious.
Really. It has
snowing.
It has been atrocious.
Snowed at my joint the other day, I'm sure.
What are we close, Barry? It was only -1 Thursday morning, and only got to. It's been a fresh week, but I'm glad this afternoon's cleared up. Talking about premierships, and I'll leave Merbein out of it, do you ever put a ceiling on it, Pirate? Is it true that you've got to taste failure before you can taste the ultimate success, or can you do it first time round?
Absolutely not. That's the biggest load of crap I've ever heard.
You can do it.
Why can't you win every game? Where's the rule that says you can't win every game?
No rule.
That's it. I don't subscribe to that theory at all.
So no ceiling on
it's difficult.
Yep.
Bordering on impossible, probably, but
that can be done.
Yeah, I've never understood that. Why you have to take one step back to go 2 forward. I don't get it at all.
That's why I put the question out there, because I've heard it my whole life that I've been following football and playing football. That you've got to taste the ultimate in defeat to get success. But I just don't think you have to do that. That's my opinion, anyway.
No, with the turnover of players and things coming in and out, I think you've just got to be playing good footy at the right time of year, and whether you've been there before or not, if you're doing the right things, sort of late August, early September, you're going to give yourself the best chance. And so this year, with the way the ladder's formed, there's probably a few clubs that haven't been up there for a little while that just need to follow that and see where they're at. When it's all being said and done at the end.
Well, I suppose at AFL level, I totally agree with Parry. There's no reason you can't, but at AFL level, I suppose 100,000 people, grand final day, maybe just sometimes you might be attuned to the moment as much as you could be if you've been there before.
Yeah, absolutely. It's true, but you can also we'll see a lot of players that just stand up in those moments as well. Like I think, Imps coach Brad Valance was always one of those. Like every time the finals rolled around, you could almost guarantee he'd be in the best handful of players on the ground.
Some players just lifted there. That's going to be interesting. This is going to be a great senior game of footy. Let's hope it produces everything it's promised all week, really, Phil. As I said, it's good to see Owen United and Merbein back in amongst the top realms of the ladder, because it adds a bit of excitement to it. It really does.
It does, and that's not to say that the clubs that are a little bit further down aren't coming really hard. You've got to be on every week. I still expect Imps to make a good run at some point, which probably starts today, and then you've got your top 5 or 6 sides as well that are all playing good footy, and on any given week, those tight results might add up when the final ladder's there.
They're a class act Imperials footy club, aren't they?
They are.
Just the way they go about things have for the last 40 years. They're just a class club, a class committee, and they just do it the right way, I reckon. That's my opinion of them.
Yeah. I only sort of seen them closely for the last 10 or so that Owen's been in there, but they've bounced back really well from where they were, and hopefully what they've got now is really sustainable and keeps them in the hunt.
I think the other city-based team in Mildura is not too far behind them. Actually, probably the equal of them now is administration, the way the club's ran. You only got to look at the social rooms down there at Sarah Oval for Imperials. And gee whiz, they've done a lot of work through most of the tradesmen in the club. There's all hands on board.
Yeah, there is. I mean, it's great to say that most clubs are probably like that now, and when they need to dig deep, they are, and they're really well run, and there's a lot of volunteers that put in a heap of time, and the job's got so much bigger. Speaking to someone who did the president's job for a couple of years, it's big, it's all-encompassing, you're always on. Like, even the social media teams have got, the clubs are absolutely humming now just to compete and show their wares across the comp, to attract new players, to keep the ones they've got. You've got to be doing a lot right.
Actually, Pirate and I done a premiership dinner for them last year, the Mildura Footy Club, and it stood out to me just how family orientated that place is, how many people it takes to win a flag, and how humble that footy club is. There's no big note amongst them, and very modest footy club. They really impressed me on the night, and I'm sure that they're going to be hard to beat this year, Pari, as well, when the whips are cracking.
Yeah, they're pretty organised, Mildura. Gonzo, Ryan O'Callaghan and Timmy Lang and his crew run a pretty tight ship, but they've got a lot of people on board helping, like you say.
Big call,
it wasn't easy. We had the races at Sandham Park too, and you seem to spend a lot of your life out there serving burgers and stuff, but...
Yeah. Well, Manny Ricks obviously still first one to stand there. I reckon Noah Hills is in there for Merbein. Mick Hooker, Scotty Bedford. Who we got for Irymple? Obviously, Riley Ward's going to take the first tap. Thrummy would be somewhere in there, I reckon.
Archer Hammond's in there.
Archer Hammond's in there. And so too is James Tulloch. Round 12 about to get underway here at Enchwood Oval. Irymple take on Merbein. James Tulloch.
Geez, they look a bit light on for height. Irymple in the forward half. To me, is that just me, or they...
No, that's not just you, I reckon. Keenan Wade's probably the tallest of them, is he? Oh, Billy Phelan,
Maybe
sorry.
Billy Phelan, but all right, Damo, you can get us going. We're about to start. Don't know who the umpires are either, sorry.
First quarter's about to get underway. McCullen and Ricks will go at it. No one ball, no one in particular. Scotty Bedford, all jammed off the footy, really comes free. Here comes Benny Douche, who couldn't take hold of it. Free kick already. Umpire's going to pay a free kick to Merbein. Douche now goes out to the centre wing, clubroom side. Mick Hooker Jr. in front of, I reckon that's Cooper Doreen. Yeah, it is. Hooker gets rid of it into that pocket. Zach Wandler went for Mark, couldn't take it. Comes out there with Thrum, I reckon it was. Hooker comes in again. Good contest. Noah Hills, the skipper with the footy. Umpire said you're throwing it away.
Yeah, I think Cirillo had one arm pinned behind his back, so they play on pretty quick. There's Dusha again, I think. Tries to break some tackles. Eventually does. Gets it out in front of Lockyer, who's a nice player. He kicks it long looking for Waller, but that's a pretty good mark over the top. Who's that? Looked like Keenan Wade for mine. Wade gets it out the other side. They've got a couple free in the middle. One's Thrum. He had 35 last week. They should have a plan for Thrum. He gets it to Tulloch. James Tulloch. Didn't recognise him for a minute. He's got a different hairdo today. Anyway, he might have. I'll have to speak to him about that. So Merbein got it now at centre half back. They've got one free in the middle. Looks like Noah Hills, the captain, is it? It's told to play on. Kicks it out to the flank. Millier mark at the back to Rowe. He recovered, got a handball. It's pretty hot early. Ball goes out in front of Tulloch. He has got a different hairstyle, hasn't he? It's blonde, really blonde. Picks it up inside the boundary line. Handball over the top looking for Hammond. He gets bundled across the line. And we'll get our first of 704,000 throw-ins for the day.
Real up and down the field early to start, which is nice. It comes back into play pretty much centre wing. Ward and Ricks go at it. Ricks gets a good pump forward to Angus Smith, that was, and the ball heads forward for Merbein. A really good mark there by Wade. He's played on and been tackled by Tipper, but gets to Thrum. He handballs to a mate under pressure. We've got a turnover. Ashrow picks it up 30 metres out directly in front. He's going to kick the first of the game, and he puts it right over the umpire's hat. Turnover for Irymple deep in their defence, and Ashrow's made them pay.
Who put the tackle on?
I'm not sure who the tackle was from where we are.
Was it Wandon?
Yeah.
All right. So Zachy Wandon got hammered in the back half there, and that's about as easy as Ashrow likes it. And he just wandered straight in and kicked the first. So he's in vintage form. Every time I've seen him this year, which is only twice, I suppose, but
yeah, he's played well, Pirate.
He's been going well. G'day, Shelfie. How you going?
Ball's back to centre, Pirate. McCullen and Ricks. Ricks that time lovely. Tulloch's not going to run it. Ricks takes it out there. No, Ward got his foot to it for Irymple. Douche is through his legs, basically. Hard ball to get. Milson gets... No, that was well done from Harradine. Used his body well on the day. Jacob Donaghy. Mick Hooker there with the footy again. Goes over the top of the handball to Angus Smith. Centre wing, clubroom side, Enchwood over. Banana kick back inboard. Lockyer Jr. and the mark for the Pies. Here comes Irymple through Toby Scott. That was well done. Deep in defence by hand. And it came out by hand again. They've still got possession of the ball here, Phil. They've done pretty well, the Swallows. They're going to slow it down. Nigel Lockyer on the mark. I'll switch play. Thrum there with the footy. Been busy early. He'll go scoreboard side and finds a teammate comfortably in front of Waller. He moves it on fairly quickly. Doreen now under the footy again, takes a chest mark, Phil.
He does. He's worked hard to get out there as he looks forward again. You see, that is another Irymple mark, just forward to centre wing. Goes forward to Billy Phelan, who's made a strong lead. He marks it right on the 50. Goes back, looks forward. Brodie Ryan's there. Push forward, can't pick it up down low. Ricks is there fighting over it. Ooh, overcome the top. I can't see who that was, but good contest there. We're going to have a ball up about 20 metres from Irymple's goal. Up it goes. Rick's pretty much on his own. No, we've got a free kick and it's going to Irymple. A couple in the ruck and it's going to go to Billy Phelan.
Not sure. Justin Frankel, I reckon, Pirate.
Yeah, I don't know why you do that when your ruckman's standing next to you, but it's a free kick for two guys going up in the ruck. I think a couple of words were said too. What'd you do that for, mate? Anyway, it's a shot on goal for Irymple. Their first real opportunity. We've been going for a bit over 5 minutes. It's right in the pocket, probably 30 metres out. Come in now pretty deliberate. I reckon he sprayed that a bit to the near side, so Irymple get there first. So, yeah, Merbein had to work that out a little bit better when you got your big ruckman in the back pocket. Yeah, leave it with him. So, half a Harry will kick it in. The birthday boy, half a Harry. Oh, a little spearer. It ends up being marked. The umpire paid it on the second grab to Scotty Bedford. He goes out wing-wise. That's a nice kick too. They're very skillful, these boys, aren't they?
Yeah.
Is that
Lockyer?
Lockyer? He went in. That wasn't so great. Tully grabbed the ball. We're trying to do the game here, you blokes, if you don't mind terribly.
The raffle's back. We'll sort you out in a minute,
they'll sort me out. Anyway, sorry about that. Blokes stop and talk to us. They don't realise that the headphones and that, what they mean. Irymple have got it in the middle of the ground. They have. And now they kick it down and they've found who they found. Looks like Brodie Ryan, centre half forward. He goes to Archer Hammond, a little bit closer to goal. Still outside 50 though. He's doing a bit of scanning work. There's this lead straight up the guts that he doesn't like. Goes completely sideways. Really gained nothing there except a possession. Now it comes in. Well done. It's a mark at Zach Wandon. They can't get it inside 50 though, so you'd have to say Merbein are set up pretty well. Wandon, a little spearer. This is Ryan again. You might as well have a shot from there, mate. No, he's going to pop one into the pocket. Not the best lead, not the best kick. Pez, that was going to be a very difficult shot, even if he marked it.
Yeah.
And I think he's poked it over out in the full in the end. Might have bounced off his foot.
Scotty Bedford for the football Pirate. I reckon it did bounce off his foot. So it was going to be a hard shot from there on the boundary line anyway. Well, Merbein got the kick too far. They're going to go down line Bedford with a bit of a mongrel torp in the end. It's going to be marked pretty easy for the Swallows. That's not the best kick either. Bailey Anderson has a go at it, couldn't take it the first time. Comes out there. Noah Hills, the skipper for Merbein, now got pressure on him. He's gone twice, gets hold of it. That's pretty well done from Hills. That's really well done. Back to Harradine. Back to hooker. Merbein got control of this in defence to Dusha. He'll do something with it. That was well done. Back to the skipper and Hills, and he'll go inboard. Not his greatest kick, but I reckon Kyle Stevens has ran on it for the Pies. Long into the forward line. Keenan Wade just says, no, I'll chop that off for you. They're going to come out by foot. Irymple, centre wing, Clover inside. And Brodie Ryan under it and takes a chest mark.
Had a good couple of minutes, Brodie Ryan, as he looks for options. Decides to go inboard for the switch where he's got some numbers. Riley Ward takes it. He's got options as well, but he swings it further wide. Connor Carter, he dropped it, fumbled it, and it's been turned over now to Bedford. He gets a little kick forward, but it's Irymple there first. Wandon gets it, looks back, they feed wide. Irymple mark, and they keep moving forward. Connor Mensch gets it now as he runs forward. He's got Thrum in the middle in a really dangerous spot at the point of the square. He turns around, looks in. He's got Pezzaniti on a lead and finds him. 45 metres out. Not a heap of an angle there for Pezzaniti.
Well, I don't know what the plan is for Thrum because he's had it 4 or 5 times and there's been no one near him, actually. So Pezzaniti will have a shot here. Damo, you go ahead.
I've been watching Jake Thrum for the last 5 minutes, Pirate. There's been no one standing him, basically. Lucas Pettit's now picked him up.
Yeah, only only for the ball to come out from a kicking, I'd say. But anyway, we'll see what the Pez does here. Watch his reaction. He reckons it's all right.
Yeah,
he's done that a few times over the stretch. Nick Pezzaniti, hasn't he? So he gets Irymple's first. And when the cartoons get off the scoreboard, we'll read them out.
I was just thinking that.
Yeah, no, you say that quite a bit. 1-1 they are.
Yep, 1-1-7. Irymple, Merbein, 1 goal straight 6 on the Good Deal Toss scoreboard. Travelled 9.5 minutes into the first term.
I tell you what, I wouldn't want to be Corey Leckel right at the minute, because the ball use from Merbein going inside 50's been...
Not real good.
No, it's been shocking so far. That last kick from Stevens, he kicked it to...
Live footy, local voices,
Four Irymple blokes. Technical difficulty?
I bumped the button. Scotty Bedford for the ball for Pies. Goes into attack. Another just an up and down kick into there. I reckon it's wandering over the footy with Lockyer. The umpire's going to come in and have a ball up. Yeah, bumped the button, Pirate. User operated error. Called a knucklehead. Anyway, that was all good. So ball still in dispute. Got hold again down Merbein from Bedford. Been busy early, Scotty Bedford. So too, the umpire's picked out a free kick. It's going to go to Kyle Stevens for it.
Yeah, let's hope it's a better kick. He's got one in the pocket if he likes him. No, goes to a nest of flyers there. It's in the back pocket on the ground. Irymple sort of pushing it ahead of themselves to get it out of there. Waller was involved for a minute. Now he might get involved again, but he falls over and we'll get another throw in out there in front of the Henshawood Reserve sign. Just having a look at the hill there, Damo. Perhaps a little.
For a few twos boys to come out, I think.
They're all over there, over the road there, Phil. Having frothies across the road.
So Irymple win a free kick at half back. The pack spreads and we look for options. He's got a lead out on the wing and a great mark taken there by Bagley, who's on debut. He looks inboard, goes that switch again, which has worked well for Irymple early, and that finds Bailey Anderson. Swings it again to that far wing, and Keenan Wade's taken off. He takes the mark, but gets put behind the mark. Goes forward back to Anderson, but misses him. There's a turnover in the middle of the ground, but Tulloch's there first. Tries the outside of the right-hand handball. Anderson goes in again and gets rid of it. Tulloch gets it and pumps it into the forward 50, where Brodie Ryan can't quite take the chest mark. Ball comes out, and we've got a high free kick. Might be Pezzaniti again. It is. Not too dissimilar spot from where he just kicked one a couple of minutes ago.
Yeah, and you wouldn't have to be a betting man to say he'll have a shot either, would you?
No.
But it's very similar to the last shot. I didn't actually see what that was for, but he's got it anyway. So it's not a bad start to the game, really. The entries have been average up the other end for Merbein, but... Irymple are going okay. Here's Pezzaniti, gets pretty close to the man on the mark and kicks another goal.
Yeah, he liked that one.
He liked that. Yeah, it's interesting to watch him. He's not a bad celebrator, Pez, either, is he?
He won the better ones, Barry.
Yeah, not bad.
He's kicked a lot of goals, as you said, in his career. It's good to see him back at senior footy after that knee injury last year, wasn't it? 2-1-13 Irymple, Merbein, 1 goal straight 6 on the Good Deal Toss scoreboard. 12.5 minutes travelled first term. And as Pirate said, not about opening of the senior game. Ball's just about back to the centre Henchwood Oval now. McClelland and Nate Bull in the ruck duties this time. Probably McClelland that time down the thrum. He didn't do anything with it though. Pettit was with him. Anderson on the right foot. Tumbles it forward. Franklin Phelan, they've got a foot race. Now to Cooper Dodds and Pezzaniti. Nick Pezzaniti's got the barrel of the ball. Good hands back to Billy Phelan. Don't tell me.
Oh, stop it.
No. That's goal of the day for Butcher and Deacon. You won't see a better one kicked than that today. What was that, Phil? On the run, a step from the boundary scoreboard side.
Was, yeah, it was a good gather and running towards the boundary. Not even the crowd there to really play up to in that pocket, so it was just a fantastic snap. Bit end over end and didn't look like missing. He celebrated pretty early.
3-1-19 Irymple. Merbein 1 goal straight 6 and a Good Deal Tie scoreboard. 13.5 minutes gone. A good goal. Goal of the day for Butcher and Deacon. For all your seafood needs on Wednesday, call up and see Chris and the team. Good night. Bright start to the Swallows.
It was. Merbein started really well and Irymple have hit back really hard and started to get control of this game.
So Bull and McClelland. Bull that time over the top of it. Ashrow with his hands in the ball. By hand back to Angus Smith. You're going that left foot. Looks for Lockyer Jr. Can't take the mark. Ball's on the ground. Toby Scott overruns it. Kyle Stevens comes in for the Pies. By hand from Hill. Here come Irymple now. They look pretty good to me. Kyle Stevens or Angus Smith, one of the two. They're both wearing long sleeves. It's Kyle Stevens. And receives a free kick. Let's see if they can move the ball into the forward line a bit better this time.
Well, he should have moved to Smith. He should have.
So he's just gone along to the top of the square by the look of that. And Corey Leckel was always going to be outnumbered from behind. And Jake Thrum takes a mark for it.
Yeah, it's going to be better than that, I'm sorry. But he had a player on in the middle and ignored him, and it's a turnover. So Thrum kicks it a long ball, probably 65 metres, gets it to the wing. Dusha goes in, handballs it up in the air, really, just to get rid of it. Ends up with Oxley. He kicks it there. Dodds is really going to have to work hard, a little bit harder on Pezzaniti here, because Pez has got two and he's been involved in the third one. And now we're going to have a free kick. It's going to go to Merbein at centre-half back for a holding the ball decision. So he's got Dusha out here wide if he wants him. He does like that. So Benny Dusha takes it in front of us. He's got, looks like Rixie, is it, up on the wing. Big fella nearly marked it, got up, get the, what do you call that? Don't argue. Then they have a bit of a blue go over the line. That's fair enough.
That's a good kick from Ash Rowe.
Good kick from Rowe. He's found... Lockyer, is it?
Yep, with the green boots.
He handballs it outside to Phoenix Hemming. Kicks it down looking for Corey Leckel, and that's a better kick. Gave it, put it a little bit in front of him and let the big fella use his bulk. So the big fella, Corey Leckel, he'll have a shot from the pocket. Fair to say Merbein need this.
Yeah, just a bit of a steadier. He's normally a pretty good kick, but it was a good little play on handball there. From Lockyer, just to give it to Hemming running past, and he used it really well, which they probably haven't done going into the forward 50 yet. Pretty steady approach from Leckel, and he put it wide, set it up in the air a little bit, swung around, not far enough, and Thrum's going to go take the kick out. He had a very hot start, a bit quiet the last 5 minutes, but probably a bit puffed after his first 10. He's got a short option there in Brodie Jackson, who swings it wide again. Wade just pumps it long. McClellan's there, but it's Frankel going back to the pack, into the pack. He takes a fantastic grab. He gets up and looks inboard. Nothing on option.
Kick it well, Frankie.
He just pumps it long and into the air, and that breeze starting to play a little bit of havoc, and it's Zach Wandon sitting underneath it who takes a mark. He flares it wide. Again, with numbers out, Irymple have got it. That looks like Bailey Anderson has got it. He's got Milsom up ahead. He takes a mark and moves it quickly. Moving through the forward 50, but it's chopped off there by Dusha, who's had a really good start to the game. Rowe takes a mark and Merbein are away. That kicks a little bit high, but a great mark taken by Bull. Looks to play on quickly and doesn't quite move it on. Bit more of a slow play as Irymple gets set up behind the footy. Kicks in the air to where Bedford can't quite take it. Hammond's there and can't gather. Bedford dives in again. Umpire says, I'll have it now. Good bit of play back and forward. Just the kick going into the forward 50 by Irymple. Or didn't just miss the mark. It went straight into the Merbein hands. Bull and Ward go at it. Bull gets a little tap. It falls back to him. He swings it forward on the left. Inside 50. Here comes Tipper. Can't quite take a body with him. And Irymple will bounce it out the other side. Toby Scott is there with Donahue. Scott runs around him. Has a bounce. Handballs it off again. Here goes Wandon. He just dumps it forward. Oh, great punch away there by Page, but it's Bagley who's in after it. Oh, we've got a free kick. He's going to win a free kick here, Bagley, and you could tell from the crowd there's something special about that it might be a first game or a big milestone because they're pretty excited for him. So good bit of play there from Irymple off the back half.
Is this bloke's first game, is it? What's his name? Bagley.
I think I saw that on the social media this morning.
Okay, well, he's been mentioned a couple of times. He's having a shot. Not an easy spot to kick from. And by his reaction, he's missed. So another point to Merbein. To Irymple, sorry. 3... Geez, they're lightning on that scoreboard, aren't they? Is that 3-2?
3-2-20, Pirate.
Has that gone up there already?
Yeah. Probably before the ground, the ball.
Fair enough. All right, so half a Harry, he's got it. Sort of a little poker in the end. It's going to come off, though. Looks like it's been another mark to Frankie. Took a nice mark a couple of minutes ago, Frankie. He was pretty courageous backing into the pack, so he plays on a bit, gets around on that left. Bit of a helicopter, though. Heads down the wing, bounces in front of everyone. Merbein get it out through Smith. I think there might be 3 out there with long jumpers on Damo.
I reckon
Not
you're
sure.
right.
Could be.
I think there is.
Anyway, they've mucked it up. Merbein and Irymple are going to come back the other way. There's Scott. It's going to be a downfield free anyway, I think. But Scott marked it at centre back. A little spearer.
Good kick.
Nice kick to Anderson. He's usually not a bad kick. He's got Ryan with about 100 metres of space. Kicks it looking for Pezzaniti. Oh, no, sorry, that was Ryan this time. Frankel got it. Handball out. Went straight through Rowe's legs. He gets tackled now. He's in a bit of strife because he's got Irymple players all around him. Ball's over near the scoreboard. Irymple get it back. Rick's a bit of a chance to gather. He does. The big fella takes off, puts on some sort of a dance move. There might be a bit of that going on tonight at the ball.
That looked good, Pirate.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad. The game's not too bad. Now the ball's in the hands of Scotty Bedford. He likes to run and he goes through the middle. This is their problem area, though. They got it near Lacal, who nearly took a mark on the dull. Then he picked it up one hand. I think he might be getting a kick here for being held, is he?
Too high, I reckon he's...
What?
No, he's reversed it to give it an Irymple.
Oh, well, I didn't see that. I'm not going to hang crap on the umpires today either, so...
No, that was a different...
Yeah, well, the umpire thought it was there. It might have been. So here's the ball, heads forward. There's your man. Who's this one? Zach Wilson.
Zach Wilson, yep.
These names are all fairly new to me. Haddon McClelland. Didn't like the big fella. So he's outside 50. In front of us. He's on about a bit more than a 45-degree angle. Now he reckons he's going to have a fair dinkum go at it.
Yeah, I reckon you're right, Pirate.
Who's on the line there for Merbein? No one just at the minute.
And Harry Harradine nearly. He just scraped in from behind.
Just scraped it in for a point. So Irymple probably doing most of the... Well, they're doing most of the scoring. They've probably got 65% of the play too, but they just look to be kicking the ball a little bit better at this stage. So... Michael Harradine, the birthday boy, a little spearer. That's all right. Frankie's taken another mark. I'm pretty happy about that. The 2 old Mildura boys from 100 years ago. That's a good kick from Frankie. Went out and he found Bedford again.
Scotty Bedford.
They move pretty good, these blokes, don't they? These.
Yeah.
Where are they all from? The Northern Territory, I suppose, are they?
Yeah, all from Darwin.
Yeah, they go all right. He plays on, gets knocked out. Oh,
good kick to Ash Rowe.
The game's getting a bit soft. That was just about as he kicked it, wasn't it?
Yeah, that wasn't much from
downfield. Rowe plays on with it, kicks it to the pocket. Waller's got it in the pocket. Could do anything, this bloke. I don't think he wants to kick the goal. He kicks it to Leckel.
And takes a nice mark on the lead, Pirate.
And good play. Nice kicking that time from the Magpies to get it in for a shot on goal for big Corey Leckel.
Irymple look well organised at the moment, especially off the half-back line, that run, as Phil said. Looking a bit like Irymple of old. And what was that, a minor score? Corey Leckel's put it through for a point. 3-3-21, Irymple, Merbein. Gee, that Larry Timpano's the quickest scoreboard here in the West. Merbein 1-2-8 on the Good Deal Tyre scoreboard. 22.5 minutes gone first term here at Henshwood Oval. Ball comes back in, Phil.
It is to Wandon.
Yep.
He used what looks like a bit of a slight breeze to just put it out in front of Thrum, which isn't a bad place to put it. He tries to soccer off the ground and misses. Doubles back and picks it up. Clean in the handball, but it misses. Oakley gets it. He swings around on that left and just puts it into 50 again. Harradine and Phelan, and a great mark by Phelan, one-on-one against Harradine. Used his body really well, shielded the drop zone and just plucked it.
Yeah, sort of nudged him out with the right hip, didn't he? Good footballer, Billy Phelan.
He did use in a few different roles in the games I've seen him, so I haven't seen him in this one out forward too often, but he's doing it really well early.
Well, they use him a lot off the half-back line in when they got a full... Yeah, no, he's usually down back, really, isn't he, Billy Phelan? So he's going to come in. Good chance of kicking Irymple's fourth. He likes it, and that's exactly what he's done. He's put Irymple's fourth on the board. They'll move to 4-3-27 once the cartoons finish. And Merbein, I think, were 1-2-8, weren't they? That was the score. On the Good Deal Tyre scoreboard, 4-3-27, Irymple, Merbein 1-2-8. 23, nearly 24 minutes gone. Irymple have definitely had the best of the first term.
Yeah, absolutely. You can see what Merbein's trying to do and move the footy quickly. They just probably haven't been clean going to the 50, and what Irymple's done really well early is rebound. Through Wandon's had it a bit, and yeah, when they're bouncing off the back 50 like that, they're pretty hard to stop, getting it in quick.
Yeah, Mensch and Carter, Anderson, Toby Scott's played well. Back in the centre, ball's gone up, obviously. James Tulloch now with the footy for the Swallows. That's smothered. Mick Hooker tried to take away, couldn't, on the pressure. That's a pretty good kick out towards Zach Wilson for the Swallows, takes a mark. In front of Phoenix Hemming for the Pies, right in front of the Irymple coach's box. But Henry McClellan down long, and you're going to look for him. Harradine's going to go to punch. Brodie Ryan gets a tap over the back to Milsom. He's gone short. And that's a pretty good kick into Billy Phelan again. Did the Siren beat him, though?
Yeah, it did.
It did, Pirate.
Yeah, it did.
The Sirens beat him quarter time here at Henchwood Oval. 4-3-27 Irymple, Merbein 1-2-8 on the Good Deal Tile scoreboard. We'll take a break. We'll be back here shortly. Welcome back live to Henchwood Oval. Quarter time here in the match between Irymple and Merbein. Irymple currently sit on 27, Merbein on 8. 19 points the difference at quarter time. And in a term of footy, both to Phil and Pirate, that Irymple had the better of. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah, they did. Merbein started really brightly and probably had the run of it for the first few minutes, but once Irymple got settled and got going, they looked very impressive. Used it really well, especially coming out of the back half and running through the middle.
Cirillo and Wandon and Colin Carter and Mensch and Bailey Anderson and they get the system coming off half back. They're hard to stop, Phil. But having said that, I suppose all Merbein really have to do is improve their delivery into the forward line. They're going to be in it, I suppose.
Yeah, they had a few chances. I know Leckel had a couple of shots at it, and they had plenty of the ball. It's probably just making sure they can sort of get around the Irymple zone and defensive systems that they've got in place and everything they do now. So,
and I'd love to see someone run with Jake Thrum all day. We're going around the grounds for Pioneer Forward, Pirate.
Yeah, good.
Oh, with me today, so we've got Wentworth and Mildura in a really close one. So that's out at George Gordon Oval. Mildura 2-5-17 lead Wentworth 2-2-14. And then we've got Redcliffs and Owen United at Redcliffs, who have just got away to a quick start at Quandong Park, 3-3-21. Lead Owen United 3 straight 18. And the big one, I was the one who said South would be a chance today, and you both laughed at me. In the quarter time, South Mildura 7-2-44 lead, Imperials 1-3-9.
Well, we did both laugh at you, basically, Phil. That's ridiculous. But once again, that's local footy at the moment, Pirate.
Yeah, pretty close, but...
No, you're on, mate. I can hear you loud and clear.
Sorry. Yeah, well, that is local footy at the minute. So, now, Phil, you mentioned that this could be slightly the scoring end, and I think you're right. So, we'll see if Merbein can have a few decent entries. Because, like Damo said, I think that that's what let them down a little bit that quarter. They had enough of the play, but their kicking inside the forward 50 was average at best. Well, the best thing about footy is you get another chance now and you can redeem yourself.
We've spoken about the scoring end at Henchwood Oval. We all agree it's probably this end of the ground, don't we? Well, it seems to be.
I think there's a very slight breeze heading this way. You miss your good kickers, don't you? So they're obviously missing Rhodey at the moment. So we'll see what happens with Thrum here as Merbein get the clearance.
That was better. Rick's down to Bedford.
Yeah, Bedford got it. But see, the kick wasn't fantastic. But good pressure from Merbein forwards have put Cirillo, made him kick it out of bounds. So a forced error, you could say. Now, this is probably Angus Smith. It's someone with long sleeves on for Merbein.
That's Angus Smith. Right.
Went to Leckel. He knocked over Cirillo. Well done. Now it's out the front to Stevens. Handball to Leclerc. Back to Smith. Going nowhere in a hurry. Stevens has got it. They're sort of going backwards. Now it's in the hands of the right boy. And it heads out towards Waller, who takes a nice mark in front of Nando Cirillo. So that's what I'm saying. You've got to have it in the hands of the good users, don't you?
There's a nice mark under a bit of pressure there by Waller, Pirate.
Yeah, he used a bit of strength.
And you wouldn't discount him from kicking this neither, this guy.
He's probably kicked 1,000 of these. Just
for something to do at training. So Tippin Woody right just about in front of the old scoreboard, sort of as a crow flies for us.
Is he going to kick it normally or do...
No, he's going to be the normal man, Pirate, and drop punt it.
Well, he should have went the other way.
I don't
He didn't even make the distance.
No, he didn't.
In the end. Anyway, it's right in front of us now with Merbein in possession with Pettit. He handballed it forward, and the umpires said, we'll have to throw it in.
He did.
So it's about 20 metres around from the Merbein goal. Put your hand up, boys, or you get a free kick against you if you don't nominate.
Have fun.
Laquelle went to the front, grabbed it out, then he kicked it forward and he got it behind. That was fair enough. It could be a handy behind in the end.
Could be. I was going to say, have fun, Riley Ward, trying to move him off the ball like that.
Yeah, he's a strong lad, isn't he? Big lad. Although Ward's a good player. He's been going really well in the ruck. Play on to Mensch. Got a bit of handball going. Wandon's got it now. He's looking to handball back to Mensch. He's almost on the wing now. That's pretty good play. Pretty good exit. Phelan ships across the front, takes the mark, plays on straight away with a nice ball. I think that might be Pezzaniti again, is it? Yes. Causing a few problems is the Pez. He's taken a mark inside 50 on a 45-degree angle, and he'll have another shot on goal. He's already got the 2. He was involved in a third one. You'll know lights are on here, so it's a little bit dark. Not the hottest day in the world either. It's getting colder as we go along, isn't it? So Pezzaniti will know pretty quick if he kicks it by his reaction. Has a fair woof at it. Gee, it's a nice-looking ball, right to the teeth of goals. There's a mark on the line, isn't there? You can't let that happen, Merbein. You cannot let that happen. Right on the goal line, and not only is it can you not let it happen, it's Brody Ryan, who's the smaller bloke's there. Not good.
It was all set up by what we were saying earlier in the game, just the bounce off the back half. That was really impressive from a kick out. Or not only did Merbein not touch it, I don't think they got anywhere near it from one end to the other. So really good play, and it was those guys again. It was Wandon and Mensch, and I think Mensch was involved a couple of times, and yeah, found its way to a Brody Ryan mark in the goal square. As it goes up again, Ricks and Ward gets a slight tap on it, but no one can really get it clear. They all fall over it. Ward goes in again, but the handball goes straight to Hills, who puts it forward to Lockyer. He puts a step on and swings onto his left, then right, then back onto his left. He's given that a hoof from 50. It's all the way to the square, and Leckle's taken a mark. Pretty much in the goal square. It is in the goal square. It's going to be set up right on the goal line. So Merbein answered with their own classy bit of play. Lockyer got to absolutely thump that off his left foot from outside 50. And it's easiest goal as you like to Corey. I'll go with Leckle. Will you go with Cal?
I don't. I just mix it up a bit. I think it's Leckle. Well, once again, you get it into the hands of a clever bloke that can kick the ball. So if you're coaching Merbein, you're probably sending a message out saying there's about 4 blokes out here that we want the ball in their hands. If you can give it to them, then give it to them.
Lockyer's one, Phil. It was almost a goal if Leckle had the mark. That was a clever kick from Nigel Lockyer. Pirates right. There's 4 of you want the ball in their hands up forward.
So we go into the middle, and it's another stalemate. There's still no one on thrum, which I'm finding a little weird because he gets it a lot. Ricks takes it out of the air, kicks a long one to centre forward. They all fly. Not much happening at centre forward. Cirillo went in and went down, maybe by the legs. There's Lockyer again, turns around. Who's going to fly this time? Waller's in a test of strength, gets out the back, maybe gave a little push. Well done by Waller with the tackling. Out in front of Luth. They play on to Irymple. Oxley's got it, and that's a nice ball in front of the scoreboard. He gets it back, Oxley. They like to run and gun. He gives it to Thrum. Kicks it long. Half foot, well done by Dusha. Yeah, that was really well done. Trooper Bedford, he got it, couldn't do anything with it, and it goes out of bounds on the far side of the ground. So, 5-3-33, Irymple. Merbein a 2-3-15, nearly 6 minutes gone in quarter number 2.
On the Good Deal Toss scoreboard, Pirate. Scoreboard side, umpire throws it in. Ward and Ricks that time to the front of the pack. Well done from Noah Hills to call a jump ball as it is in basketball. And umpire says we'll come in and throw it up again. 18 points of difference on the Good Deal Toss scoreboard. Ricks that time, well done. I reckon that was Scotty Bedford over the ball, couldn't take it with him. A free kick's there, I reckon it's going to go to Bailey Anderson's been taken high. He'll get the free kick for the Swallows. This is where their movement of the ball, Irymple's been a lot better than Merbein so far. Pezzaniti's been a problem, as Pirate said. He's gone long to a pack. McClellan was under it.
Can I say something on the radio?
They're coming in to Jake Thrum. He's going to go short to the Pez on a lead and takes a chest mark. I think it's Justin Frankel and Lee Page who's got their work cut out at the moment, Phil.
Yeah, they do. He's well, we know how clever he is, and a day like where it's coming in the way that it is, sort of off the back half and through the middle, he's always going to be really dangerous on the lead, and they've found him again. This is a bit of a tougher kick than the last couple he's had.
I think it's Dodds on him.
I think Cooper Dodds on him. I think you're right, Pirate. It was early, yeah. No, I think you're right now too, though. Go for it, Phil. Put the moz right on him.
Oh, no, he's a beautiful kick, so we'll see how it goes. He's given it a bit of air. Looks pretty straight.
Yeah, missed it. It's been
Looks
tough.
very straight.
No, it's a goal.
It's a goal.
Yep. Making the most of their opportunities, aren't they? Irymple.
They are, just that clean kick inside 50 again for Irymple, which we know they do so well.
So that moves them on to 6:3:39. Merbein 2:3:15 on a good dual tie scoreboard. Travelled 7.5 minutes second term. Irymple have started the second term like they did the first.
Yeah, they have weathered a bit of a storm and now just starting to get on top. So really important 5 or 10 minutes here for Merbein.
They got their big guns in around the ball. As Pirate always says, Ward and Ricks. Ricks that time. You go for second grab, does well. Gets it away by hand. I reckon that's towards Mick Hooker. He overruns it. James Tulloch. Hooker now with the ball. Gets it out there with a handball to no one in particular. That was Bailey Anderson on the right foot. Harradine goes back for second. I reckon he got a free kick, Harry Harradine, for too high, and he has the Merbein backman. He got to come out of the club room side, I reckon, Pirates zone. He should.
He has to.
But he's got Riley Pinion out there at least somewhere.
That's where all the good players
That's what he's done. He's found Mick Hooker Jr. Lockie is down here on the line, but he hasn't gone there. He's tried to find Justin Frankel. He takes a hard hit. Ball's on the ground. They're all over it. They're not going in pretty soft, these guys. Frankel goes for a second effort. The umpire says give the old ball up right in front of the Irymple coach's box.
We said an important 5 minutes, and Frankel's just set the tone there, backing into the pack and then following up. Ball goes up, and we're going to get a free kick out of the ruck to Irymple. So it's McClellan this time. Thrum tells him to kick it long, and that's what he does. Hangs it out into the pocket. And there's really only one thing that was going to happen when you kick it there, and it's been punched over for a throw-in. Right half forward flank for Irymple as they lead by 4 goals. What are we, 9 minutes into the second quarter?
Yep, 6:3:39. Irymple Merbein 2:3:15.
Comes back in, McClellan and Ricks again. Ricks from the back gets a tap on it. Comes out, Ricks goes in again, gets a handball to Rowe. Burst through one tackle. Handballs it back. Oh, and
Michael Hooker runs into a brick wall.
He does.
I reckon that's Brodie Ryan that's got the ball again. Been busy early for the Swallows, gone long on that left foot to the top of the goal square. A heap of Merbein players there, and Harry Harradine takes the mark. One of the three had to Pirate.
Yeah, well, bring it out this side again. It's where all your good players are, out on the coach's box wing. He does that, and that's a nice mark. You've got to get it out amongst your good players, Harry, and he's done that. Now we go down the line. It's a shocking kick, though. Laquelle will have to bend over and does pretty well, scoop it up one hand, but ends up out of bounds before he could get a handball away. But I think Merbein have got it on the correct side of the ground now. See what they can do with it. Ricks is in front, Ward behind. Ward probably got the tap down, but it went into the arms of Michael Hooker, who kicked it down looking for Waller. Waller's out the back. Hasn't got quite the pace of Mensch, but he corrals him pretty well.
Takes him over the boundary.
He wanted a free kick there, Waller, for an intentional whatever that was. No, what is it? Not trying to, yeah, that rubbish.
Yeah, insufficient intent.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, no, I can't remember now, Pirate.
No, anyway, Laquelle's in front this time, the big fella. Gets over the back to Ward. There's a flying shot on goal from Lockyer. What's he done? Obviously missed because he didn't celebrate, but that was well done. These are the boys you want with it, for sure.
So 6:3:39. Irymple Merbein just one behind then, 2:4:16 on a good deal tie scoreboard. Travel 11 minutes, Pirate. Second term.
Look at Thrum. Have a look at Thrum.
Where is he? Not a style within him.
Well,
actually,
they've finally realised.
Trooper Bedford's now going to run over and pick him up. I'd love to see actually someone just run with him all day.
Well, we're not seeing it at the moment.
If he goes,
not of our kick in from Wade found Scott about 30 metres out from goal. Scott goes with a little worm burner into the middle. Misses everyone though. Rose out the back. Nice gather. went for Hooker, who looked up and didn't go for the ball at all. Comes out to Carter. He won't look up, I know that.
No.
Now the ball's with Stevens, I think it is it?
Yep.
He has a shot on goal from a fair way out. He doesn't like that either. So they're peppering away, the Magpie boys, but getting little reward at the moment. This time with Thrum to kick it in.
Nigel Lockyer is starting to get a bit of a full footy for Merbein.
Yeah, they want to lock it in. They need a goal. Of course they need a goal, but while it's up this end, so Thrum plays on from fullback, kicks a high-ish ball. Gee, that's a good mark. Merbein, who was that? Help me out. It ends up with Rowe. Dusha, was it? Well, he's prone to doing that, Dusha. So Rowe, a little spear into Trooper Bedford. He took the mark in the forward pocket, played on. Leckel's on the line, and Leckel marked it. Well, I think it's a mark. I'm right on that line, Damo. I'm exactly on that line, and Big Corey, after a bit of pushing and shoving, is going to kick his second goal. So, I'm proven right again, Phil. You get the ball into the hands of the good players and the good kickers, and shit happens.
It does. And he's taken his second mark on the goal line, and don't miss from there. So
he's too strong.
Yeah. He's very strong, and a bit of reward for effort. Merbein have been on top in the last few minutes, and they've stopped that. Well, those kick-outs are very different to the one that went down the other end in Irymple earlier.
Yeah, they'd love a clearance here now, Merbein, because they've had a good, like you said, a good 5 minutes. It's been up their end, and it had to come eventually, and it did through Leckel. So ball went up, he tapped it down to Rowe, who got immediately tackled. Yeah, they'd love a clearance here. So they've got some special players up forward. Lockie is there with Trooper Bedford. Toby Scott had a fresh airy. Rowe nearly put the tackle on. Now it might get into the hands of Pettit. Goes back the other way a little bit. Who's leading? Will Hemming leads the race for the ball. Now it's on the ground on the other side wing. Merbein get a little scratchy one forward. Well done. Nice mark to Scotty Bedford. Damo reckons he might win the medal if he keeps going the way he's going. Let me down, though. I've been talking about the good kickers, but that was well read by Wandon, who took a chest mark. Little worm burner finds Tulloch. Not hard to pick out Jimmy Tulloch today. He handles it over to Wade, is it? Keenan Wade runs through the middle of the ground. Kicks it long, goes over the back. I can see Harradine there. I can also see Michael Hooker, is it? But it comes out the back to, who was that? Cooper Milson of Irymple, who snaps a point. So I got up there pretty quick. Gee, there's lights on over. What are those lights out the back there? Is that the soccer ground or something? Oh, no, it's an antenna. That light's on top of the antenna on. So, half a Harry kicks it in. Little chipper into the pocket finds Dusha. Dusha over the top. Dodds plays on a bit. Ashrow on the wing. The game's actually getting a bit better as they really warm into it. That's a nice kick. Lucas Pettit. They play on. Nate balls a chance. He'll be on the left somehow, but he handballs it. Well, this is good play from Merbein. They need a mark. Leckel puts a push on. Oh, that's bad. He can... Was that a push? Yeah. he probably just doesn't push quite hard enough, but that was a push. Yeah. Doesn't matter. He's going to line up for his third goal, the big boy. Wasn't that good play from Merbein all the way out? Beautiful.
You notice with Corey Leckel, he doesn't juggle marks. It's one guy.
No, look at his hands on the ball. You can hardly see it. It looks like a tic-tac. Let's go, he yells as he kicks his third. And a good patch, Phil. A good 8-10 minutes for Merbein. That was part of the day for mine, coming out of the back half. Play of the day for the Gateway. They'll do today, won't they? Not bad at the Gateway. Be nice sitting under the heaters at the Gateway having a froth. Maybe a chicken palmy or something. Damo, get your card out, will you?
Yeah, I'll go find it at half time, right? It would be nice.
As Merbein have found their way back, it goes up. Big tap from Bull out. Pettit picks it up, but he's tackled really quickly, and no, he's been given a free kick. Tackled unfairly. Pettit looks for options. Lockyer calls for it on his head. Not a great place to be for Wandon, but he stands under it and wins the footy. It comes out now as a great little handball. It looks like Smith or Stevens on the left. Smith snapped on the left and can't quite put it through. So another point, but Merbein are really pushing now.
That was a great handball from Bedford.
Trooper
Bedford through the legs. He had the vision. Little chipper gets to Wandon in front of us here in the pocket. But Merbein are on a little bit of a roll at the minute. They've had a good little passage of play for a while. Wandon has nowhere to go except long down the line. McClellan will fly with Bull. Bull got it down. There's a handball goes out, hits Rowe. He's having a decent day as well. Hooker. Gee, the handball's pretty slick from Merbein at the minute. Will Hemming with the ball. They're going backwards though. This looks like Dusha from that frame. Well, better than a good kick. It was an outstanding kick. Pettit, he's had a good 5 minutes as well. Let's see if he can hit a target. It's on the ground inside Merbein's 50. Tulloch's got a little bit of time out the back. He kicks the ball to the wing. Merbein seem to have numbers. Good tackling, though, by the Swallows will bring it to ground. Now they've got a chance through Scott, who kicks a very high ball. Ricks is in the mix. Oh, half a Harry. Great mark. Well done, the birthday boy. He's only 37 years old, this bloke. He's an old man. Angus Smith kicks it down the line to Michael Hooker. This bloke seems to have all the time in the world. Handball inside. Wasn't his best effort. Well done by Smith, was it? Tipper's in a wrestling match. Well done by Wade. Wandon happy to see that over the line. Right in front of us, which is a good thing. And we'll get a throw in. It's basically on the 50-metre line up Merbein's end. We've been going for 18 minutes and it's a 10-point margin to the Swallows. Lockyer does pretty well in the ruck when it's in the forward half, but it's on the ground again. Lockyer's got the ball. He gets tackled immediately by Wandon, and we'll go through it again. Umpires are not going that bad either, boys, I reckon. Give them a bit of a shout-out. Why not? Hammond gets the ball sent half back, kicks it as far as he can to relieve the pressure. Dusha got brought to ground. Had no prior opportunity, so we'll get a ball up basically in the middle of the ground, Phil.
It was, and a good tackle by Cooper Milsom. Juice is starting to take control off half back there, so they really need to shut him down. And we're going to have another throw up. Bit of a lull in the game after some really hot start, and Ricks gets a tap out. A great smother by Merbein there. Body flying after it, and we've taken the legs out, so a Merbein free kick.
Well, it should be.
Ricks to take it. He gets a handball out. Dodds goes forward to Bedford, who juggles and then can't quite hang on to it. Tries to go to send-off, and a great tackle by Brodie Jackson. Seems to do a lot well, Brodie Jackson, and that was exactly what he did there, laying that tackle. So a throw in at about Merbein's 50. Warden Ricks gets a little tap to Bedford, who can't quite get it, and out comes Toby Scott with it. He looks forward and finds Brodie Ryan, who's had a really good day. He kicks it forward again, and we're going to have a throw in at the Irymple 50 this time. So a good bit of play from Toby Scott and Brodie Ryan.
Oh, no. Two Bedfords going off. One time.
So Ricks gets the tap, Thrum's waiting at the back of the pack, just throws it on the left and pumps it inside 50, but it's Harradine again, who's having a really good day across half-back.
Well done, Harry. Well done.
Swings onto the left out the other side and finds Kyle Stevens, who gets it and plays on. He moves it forward to Noah Hills. He takes the mark and kicks it. Tipping Woody's there, but it's all Toby Scott. And he calls for Irymple to calm down a little bit. Which probably hasn't been when they've played their best footy, to be fair. It's been when it's been moving a little bit. Ball bounces off the head of Zach Wilson. And he's going to be, he's probably lucky to get away with one there after dropping the mark, and we'll have a ball up just inside a centre wing. Ricks gets a beautiful tap out to Hills, who gets the handball to Pettit. The ball's inside 50. It's Hooker Jr. who gives it to Leckel, who's already kicked a couple, and he's kicked another one. It's got him back into the game as Corey Leckel. This one a bit further out than his last two, but not by much. He snapped it from 15 metres out.
4 points. Back to 4 points, Phil.
It is, and it's and we said Merbein needed some reward for effort. They've been playing some good footy in patches, and this is one time where they've actually made it count, and they've got it back to 4 points.
This is an important period too now for the Merbein boys, because both the Bedfords went off at one time for a rest, but I think Rixie might be just starting to take over a fraction in the ruck.
I reckon he is too, Pirate.
Just a little bit. He's going all right. And they're sort of winning a few clearances, so Rix gets it again, takes it himself this time, gets a kick forward. Irymple are good enough to chop it off, though, through Oxley. But Merbein have certainly lifted.
Yep.
Tulloch's going to get the ball in the middle of the ground.
The old Peroxide's been
Peroxide, yeah, no, we've noticed his hair today. He kicks it to Scott, who's a nice player, with an interesting haircut as well. Here goes Harry's going to fly for another specky. He's done a good punch and he's followed it up, and he'd be happy to see it go over the line, the big fella, or the half a big fella. And he's had a good 10 minutes too, Big Harry, on his birthday.
Playing well, Pirate.
Yes, he'll be in fine form. He'll be best on ground tonight too, Harry, at the ball. Don't worry about that. So a throw, yeah, go on, Damo.
6-4-40, Irymple Merbein 5-6-36 if you just joined the broadcast.
Can you help me out with these cakes? I'm starting to feel sick.
Yeah, I'll give you a crack at half time. Rixie double-fisted that one out. It's well done from the Irymple defence.
Oh, Marlene Burns, we must thank
We must thank Marlene Burns for coming over here, and sandwiches and
very nice
cakes and everything. So big thank you to Marlene Burns. Rucks go at it. No one, that one. And it comes from Scott, I reckon, on the left foot. One-on-one contest. That was Dusha around the mark. Oh, it's Cooper Dodds, sorry. The umpire's going to come in and do another ball up. 10 points, 4 points of difference at the 23-minute mark of the second term. On the Good Deal Tyre scoreboard, Phil, in what's been a better second quarter football from the Pies.
How's their forward line? Lockyer, Tip and Woody, Laquelle,
and Hooker.
And Michael Hooker.
Yeah, it's not too bad.
Not real bad. Kick it out this side, that's the go. Kick it out to your good players. Here's Lockyer now.
Good.
Well done by Wandon to thump it. Lockyer went back in and effected a tackle with help of a teammate.
Noah Hill's the skipper.
Well done. Up we go. McClellan got it and handballed it forward. Not really to any advantage of any Irymple people. Harradine got it. His handball was slightly lucky. Went to Hills. They're still sort of heading forward pretty well. Irymple are lucky they got Wandon at the minute, because he's been pretty staunch in defence. I'll have to hand this one over to you, Phil. I can't see around the corner.
He's played a good game this afternoon, Zach Wandon. See his hands full on Nigel to Lockyer. Better throw it in. Laquelle and McClellan are going to do battle. Coach's box side. Leckle gets a left foot to it. Does well in the end, really. Zach Wandon tried to take a mark and tripped over. In they come. I reckon that's Will Hemming with the footy. And Connor Mensch. Umpire says we'll have a ball up. Just about in front of us in the forward pocket. Leckle wrestles his way and takes the ball. One grab is well done in the end.
Does it every time.
I reckon he's been giving away a free kick, Henry McClellan, downfield for throwing Corey Leckle on the ground. Scotty Bedford's going to take who has been in ripping form. Hasn't been the greatest for Merbein today, but he's been in ripping form all year. He's going to take a shot at goal to put the Pies in front, Phil, would you believe?
They've got to be aware that Corey Leckle grabs it every single time, don't they? Every single time.
Every time. Like trouble on his left foot.
So we've got Bedford late in the second quarter. Taking a bit of time to kick this, but he's entitled to take it. Reasonable contact, and he's happy with it right off the boot. So there's another goal to Merbein, who've just come storming back into the game from about the halfway point of this second quarter to kick the last few and put themselves ahead.
Pirates mentioned a few times, Phil, to bring it out this side of the ground, the Irymple Hill side, social room side, and every time Merbein have, they've kicked a goal.
They have, which has been a bit in this second quarter, so. And you can just see those free kicks downfield. This is unnecessary, and they're very costly, especially in that part of the ground.
I don't get it. He's done it 6-7 times. The big fella grabbed it out of the ruck, and he's got 4 goals, and he's been a little bit instrumental, really, as Merbein get another clearance. It's going to beat Cirillo over the line in front of the scoreboard for another throw-in. Johnny Pinchbeck would like to let you know, Damo, that he's cleaned himself up. Well, I'd like to I'd like to see him before I make judgment on that.
Photographic evidence for it.
He's got a photo of a King Brown sitting on his radio when he's having a bit of a listen to us. So
Good afternoon, Pitchy.
as we hit half-time, Irymple is 6-4-40, and Merbein, gee, that was a good 10-15 minutes for the Magpies, 6-6-42. So that's what we wanted to see. We want to see a game of it, and tell you what, they keep it out this side of the ground with those Aboriginal fellas. They can play.
They can play for it. We'll take a break. We'll be back here live at Henchwood Oval shortly. All thanks to the Gateway, the G.
Live footy, local voices, big moments. Live footy, local voices, big moments. You're listening to River 1467's SFNL Match of the Day for the Gateway, the G, the place to be.
Welcome live to Henchwood Oval, half-time. Merbein lead 42-40. The umpire's back out in the ground. We might see if we can go around the grounds for Play HQ, Philip.
We can. So if we start out at George Gordon Oval, we've got the ladder leaders Mildura ahead by a few goals, 5 goals, 6-36, leading Wentworth 2 goals, 3-15.
Okay.
So not over there.
Not over there. Always hard out at Georgie G. Yep.
A close one out at Quandong Park. So Redcliffe's 5 goals, 4-34. Trail, Owen United 6-1, 37. So it looks like there's a really good one building there, and I'm sure the Hill will be rocking this afternoon. And then the other one, which I picked, and I won't say I picked it. I did pick Imps, but I said South to have a good showing, and they've certainly done that with 10 goals, 5-65 in the first half, and with Imps 1 goal, 4-10.
Although I've heard that you do a bit of that, but
what? So
I just said you can't have it both ways. What was that score? Shivers.
Yeah, shivers. I think of a better word for it, to be honest with you.
I was going to say it too, but I thought I'd say shivers instead. Oh, well, who knows? You never know.
That's just that is actually the beauty of local footy at the moment, isn't it? Someone had said to me, put some money on that game this afternoon. I would not have put it on South. Phil would have.
Well,
he would have put it on both.
No, it's each way. But if you look at the ladder, Imps are 1 game ahead and 2%. So, and we know South probably haven't had the form that they've had at the start of the year, or a couple outs, not as many as we thought, but a couple. But yeah, like we've said every time, you come to play, or you end up 55 points down at half time.
Got a feeling this second half could be a ripper the way it finished the first half. Let's hope it is like that, because the stand of it actually really started to pick it up, Pirate.
Yeah, that was good. And you know, you talk about percentages. Well, at the start of this game, Irymple have played 10 games. They got, and fours and against, I'm always interested. They're almost even. For the 692 points for, 679 against. So a difference of 13 points over 10 games. For 102%. Merbein a little better. They've only played the 9 games, 4-7-6-3. So they're 80 odd. They've kicked, what's that, 12 goals more for the year, which it's only really 1.5 a game, isn't it, more? And 662 against for a percentage of 115. So, you know, everything's very even across the whole board, isn't it? Like Phil just said, someone's second last and someone's second or third or something, and you can't pick it.
No, you can't. And like even looking at it now, we're talking about South like they're horribly out of form and sort of out of the comp, and they win today, and a couple of results go their way, and they're a game out of the 5 out of finals. So it's it's great for the comp. It's great viewing. It's good to go on it like everyone. There's a lot of interest in every game every week, which you can't say for a lot of leagues. So
we've talked about in the last few weeks about the crowd numbers all year. Phil, have been pretty good at local footy. It's got to have a lot to do with how even this season is. So you wake up Saturday morning, you go to the footy this afternoon with the thought in your head, you've got a reasonable chance of winning every week, or more times than not. Whereas if your team once was on the bottom of the ladder, it was hard to get motivated, wasn't it, really?
Yeah, absolutely. And I think, we've got plenty of eyes and people at the games as well, but I know the YouTube followings or the live broadcasts are being watched as well. Like, especially we've got people even the other side of Underbull and things like that. It's often hard to get out to Wentworth when you're cropping and stuff like that, and the numbers there of people watching games is really high. And being able to watch the last quarter of a few close games that you miss. It's there's a lot of eyes on this league at the moment, and when you've got so many recruits from all over Australia, really, with Queensland, Northern Territory, South Australia, it's only a good thing for the league when you've got so many people watching.
I was about to say, Phil, we got the radio ratings come in about 3.5 weeks ago, and Saturday afternoons with River are stronger than any time in history, basically. So that's local football. That's what it's been put down to. So you're right, all eyes are on the league at the moment, and the following's pretty big.
Well, when you get a mate text you and he says, I'm sitting on a boat, I suppose you sit on a boat, don't you? In Lake Como in Italy having a listen. I mean, you realise then what the technology can do. Yeah, you're right, I know blokes, that sit in their tractors and listen, or they while they're doing all their cropping and whatever they do, harvesting and stuff. So yeah, it's good. It's I suppose in a way it makes it worthwhile. I know a lot of these, particularly the young blokes, and I speak to a few young blokes from Irymple because I live in Irymple and I see them around the traps a bit, and they like to sit up in bed on a Sunday morning and watch themselves on the... Get a bit of flack if you say something wrong too, I can tell you that. What'd you say that about me for? I say, well, you get yourself a kick and we might be nice to you, but... anyway, my old mate Frankie, if Merbein get up and win this, Justin Frankel reckons I won't blow you off today, and I said blow you off. He won't ignore us today. He reckons you'll come over for a quick yak. So you're the interviewer today, Domo.
I'll give him heaps if he was going to do that. My mate, was he?
No, he's. I don't know why he didn't come. He's a bit shy, he reckons, but he's never been shy. Anyway, we'll let him concentrate now. Because he's going all right. Him and his mate Harry are going pretty well.
Absolutely.
So we'll get him after the game if they win.
Start of the third term. Rick's that time. He'll go for a second crack as he normally does. He didn't, though. Mick Hooker did. He's got control of it now for the Pies. Held up pretty well, though, from Brody Jackson. Merbein got control of it again by hand. Who's that gone back to? I reckon it was Noah Hills. Deep into the forward line. Waller. Oh, just loose, tapped it out of there, gone up and down for the Swallows. Hasn't gone far. Wandon had with Courageous, went back with Hooker. Hooker got his fist to it. Comes back to the Pies. That was a good tackle from the Irymple defence.
That's Wandon again, I think.
Zachy Wandon, the VCFL medalist from a couple of years ago. He's a great footballer, Zach Wandon. He got the free kick. And basically in the true back pocket, I suppose you'd say, scoreboard side. He's going to go, that's his worst effort of a kick this afternoon. Real chaos ball. The umpire's going to come in and ball that up. No one had a chance to do anything with that one. 6-4-40, Irymple, Merbein 6-6-42. 2 points the difference. Haven't even travelled 1 minute in the third term, and a good deal tight scoreboard. Comes there by foot. That's Cooper Milson now with Swallows of the ball. That's not his best ever inside the forward line. What's the umpire giving away there? Riley Pinion's been given away a free kick on Nick Pezzaniti. Well, you'd put him down for this one, Phil, every day of the week, wouldn't you?
Yeah, the way he's kicked him today, definitely.
Riley Pinion won't be happy with himself there.
Yeah, how good was the effort from Wandon to start the quarter, diving in and laying tackles, and yeah, I don't think he wanted that to kick off the way that the second quarter finished. No,
you could almost attribute this goal to that tackle up there. So Pezzaniti on the slight angle, probably from about 20 metres out. Mildura end of Henchwood Oval. He celebrates it basically straight away and puts Irymple back in front. 6-4-46. The Swallows move to a good deal tighter scoreboard. Good start of the third term for Irymple. They've been 6-6-42. 4 points of difference. 2 minutes gone the third term.
It is, and the lights are still on, but the sun's out as well, so it's a pretty good afternoon for footy now.
It's not a bad afternoon. That breeze has actually dropped a bit too, I think. So ball's back to the middle of Henchwood Oval. It's not as cold here at the moment. Ward and Ricks are going to go at it. Ward that time. Held up by Scotty Bedford. He got his Noah Hills, the skipper, for been done well. We're hit by hand to Cole Stevens. He got held. Noah Hills has followed it up. He's played pretty well in passes. Hey, Noah Hills. That was well done. We're going to work their way deep inside their 50. I'm not sure who's marked that. Phil, I can't actually see that from here. Waller's got his hands on the ball.
He does. Great bit of play from Phoenix Hemming. Just a little sidestep and put it where only Waller could get it, and he didn't let him down. Now, we know how beautiful the kick he is, but the one shot he's had at goal today wasn't. It barely touched his foot.
I don't think it made a distance, did it? So, yeah, but he is a lovely kick of the football normally. So he comes in, tipping Woody. Can't tell how far out. It looks like a good kick off the boot. Oh, only just missed, I reckon, to the far side, Pirate. 7-4-46, Merbein 6-7-43, 3 points of difference. Irymple leading the good deal tie scoreboard, 3.5 minutes gone.
Always a chance.
Well, ball's gone to Archer Hammond, who's dropped it and probably gets lucky with the ball up there because Merbein had the numbers 3-on-1, so he fought back.
Watch Lakel here. See if he's there. He didn't try to grab that one, but he won the tap, and it wasn't a bad tap either. Went out in front of his teammate in Scott Bedford.
Oh, good effort from you.
Couldn't pick it up, but is it an indicate that it's a free kick to Irymple?
Yeah, he's played against Scotty Bedford for like almost a trip on his tackle, Pirate.
All right, well, they go across ground. Irymple.
That was well done.
Yeah, Zane Luth with the ball in front of Waller, almost at the hill. Goes down the line a little bit, but it's not his best effort. And Angus Smith, one of the boys out there with the long sleeves, kicks it out in front of a hooker who flew. I think it was hooker. He'll do.
Yep.
And he couldn't mark it and went over the line for throwing in front of his coach's bench. So 4 minutes gone, and it's the Swallows by 3 points. And conditions are pretty damn good as Ricks wins that one forward, get about probably 5 or 10 metres, got it to Rowe. Rowe gave it to Smith. Smith kicked it long, and then the big fella's taken another mark. Lakel used the strength and the big body to get in front. And as Damo said a little while ago, he doesn't double pump these ones, does he? Is it double? Is that an expression?
Yeah.
Double-handed or double clutch or whatever. He just grabs them at once.
Hands like vice for it.
He's usually a pretty good kick. Well, he's kicked a lot of. How many goals has he kicked? 20. Now he's up to 24 for the season. Now he's up to 25I.
Yep.
And he's got 5I. So that's a good day. Even if it was the end of the game, he's had a fair day.
Yeah, I don't know if it'll be his last. And, yeah, between him and Pezzaniti, it's, goal for goal.
Yeah, 5-4.
5-4, so great start by Irymple, but Merbein have hit back and game really well poised. We sort of thought Irymple might get away early, and now the second half looks like it's going to be a ripper as the ball's back in the middle, and Ward and Ricks go at it again. Ricks with the right hand, great little tap down to Bedford, who gives it out to Hooker. He pumps it high and wide into the forward 50, going back with the footy. Might have been wandering again there, but it's spilt to ground. Big ball to wind. It looks like it might head out. The umpire's found something, which is a free kick to Irymple. It's called play on advantage, which finds Ward on the wing. He has to slow it down, not too much ahead of him, but he gives the handball out to Thrum. He kicks it forward. He's got Billy feeling out on his own in the forward flank.
Great kick.
Plenty of room in the 50 as Oakley streams in. He doesn't use him, so they pump it to the top of the square. Pezzaniti's there with Pinion again, and a great grab by Pezzaniti. Very much like Lakel did at the other end, just read it well in the air and one grab, and he's going to have a shot, 45-degree angle, but only 10 or 15 metres out to put Irymple back in front again. The way he's hit him today, he shouldn't have too much trouble from here. No, gives it the fist pump, and that's another goal to Irymple, who moved to 8-4, 52. Oh, and the cartoons are on again. I thought I knew what Merbein were.
There's 3 points down, I think, or something like that.
Yeah, I'll tell you in a second. So Irymple moved to 8-4, 52, Merbein 7-7, 49.
Lee Page on the ground at the moment. They might have to look at moving Riley Pinion off Nick Pezzaniti.
Yeah, he's there.
He's there? Gee whiz, I don't know how he's picking up Billy Field, and it's pretty hard for it, isn't it?
Yeah.
The Pez just seems to be in a bit of form this afternoon. I don't know if Riley Pinion's got the experience, but yeah, we'll see how that pans out. So Nate, Bull and McClellan going to go at it. I'll
probably give Frankie a go. Frankie hasn't had a bad afternoon, so his confidence might be up.
Phoenix haven't got rid of... Oh, that's a good grab from Zach Wannon. He's been one of the Irymple's best this afternoon. He switches play to the scoreboard side. Toby Scott now with the footy. He's going to try and draw him in. No, he goes over the top of the football. It's a no man, Brody Ryan. Well done from Harradine. Coolly done on the end dash row. back to Harradine. That's pretty good footy from the big fella. On that left foot, down the line, he's going to find Nigel Lockyer.
Lucky to get on. He likes his left foot, doesn't like the right at all, but that was a good kick to Nigel Lockyer, who's on the wing. A little left footer went to Lacal, who's 150 metres from goal. Kicks a little up and under poker towards Waller in the pocket. Well spoilt there by Wade. Waller got it again, shrugged off a tackle or two.
No.
Yeah, went to Rowe, back to Waller. Oh, this will be a good goal. And he... Waller.
She was a big goal today, otherwise.
Missed it, yeah. Did well. Did very well, Merbein, on that occasion.
Got around two of them, Pirate.
Yeah, a bit of strength. So the ball comes out looking for Hammond from the kick-in. He's got big Henry McClellan down the line. Sort of falls over as he marks it, but doesn't matter because he did mark it. He'll handball it. Carter, I think it was. Little chipper down the line. There's three or four Merbein footballers here leading the race. Went back to Phoenix Hemming, who's done a couple of nice things, not particularly then though. Thrummy gets the handball. Billy Phelan's a bit of a chance, or could have been little push. No. There's Lee Page there.
That's better.
Harradine, or a bit of a hospital one. Rowe ends up with it. Another handball forward. Phoenix Hemming again. He's going to get a free kick, is he? Yes. Hello. Yeah, the bloody service out here at Irymple's unbelievable. Thank you. Well done, sir.
What's going on here?
Let's pack up shop.
Kyle Stevens
pull the pin
for the Pies.
Abandoned ship.
Ash Rowe might have to have tea. Ash Rowe, the footy pirate. Clubber inside.
Oh, I'm not interested. I'm having a feed.
He's going to go long, I reckon, towards Nigel Lockyer. Oh, geez, you got a spring and a half on him. That was well done, though, from Zach London to get the ball out of bounds. Right in front of the Merbein bench. 8-4-52. Irymple. Merbein 7-8-50 on the Goodyear Tire scoreboard. 10 minutes travelled in the third term. As Nate Bull and Henry McClellan are going to go at it again. Nate Bull probably, not too far. Coming out to Ash Rowe. He got wrapped up pretty quick, and so too did Scotty Bedford. Ball still in, gets dribbled out there. Angus Smith now with the footy. He impresses me, this young kid.
Good kick.
That's a good kick to Trooper Bedford. He plays on straight away.
Oh, here we are.
That was very clever. I reckon he's found Donahue. He's gone long towards the big pack. That's a good mark to Nigel Lockyer.
Play it, umpire. Play it.
You know, he's played on. Well, what happened there? That was a mark all day long for mine. Crash bash in there at the moment. Irymple haven't come out of there. Ward now just throws on the right foot, dribbles it out towards the scoreboard side.
Well done, Frank.
That was well done from Justin Frank. Almost had two to beat, literally.
Donahue. Shot a goal.
And then a goal to Merbein.
That was good football.
It's good footy from the Pies.
Well, Frankie had two to beat out there, and I thought when he went to ground he might have mucked it up a bit, but he was good enough to get a tap for it, and if that was Jacob Donahue, which I think it was a great goal. And number 13, Nigel Lockyer, should probably bit stiff not be awarded the mark, but then he went back in like a bull at a gate and two tackles. Bang, bang. So the Magpies back in front by 4 points. 8-8-56 plays 8-4-52. And we've got a game on our hands here, boys. It's all right as ball goes up. Comes out to Thrum, though, out the back of the pack. He launches one as long as he can. Oh, is that a push in the back? No. Yes. Well, it's happened 5 times today, but that's going to be a free kick this time to Cooper Dodds. Much to the relief of the Merbein back half. He's got Harry sideways if he wants him, but doesn't like that. Plays on a little bit. Not the best looking kick in the world. Or too high, perhaps. Yep. Free kick Irymple. Thrum, probably. He's had another good day, Jake Thrum. Harry might mark this. Well done, half a Harry. He's having a nice day. Yeah, he's having a nice day. That's a nice kick as well. Kyle Stevens, right in front of us. The improvement in Merbein is remarkable, isn't it? Kyle Stevens plays on, kicks from outside the boundary. The only one that can do anything with it, though, I think that's Brody Jackson. Now, he has a bit of a scan. He'd be looking for Pezzaniti, surely. Where is Pez? Can't see him myself. Oh, there he is, a bit short. He might rove this one. Well done, Harry, with the big fist. Over the line for a throw-in. Yeah, he's having a good day, Harry. Going well.
having a great day in this game. You often get a close one, but this is an absolute cracker at the moment. The storyline's everywhere. It's good ball use. Teams are flying in. Ball gets thrown in. It's that right forward pocket for Irymple. McClelland and Bull. McClelland just taps it down. Milsom can't get it, but Kyle Stevens can. He gets the kick out to Hemming. Hemming, great kick to Trooper Bedford, who takes the mark. He looks up again to Lockyer. Can't quite get there. Great spoil by Riley Ward. And Ricks has followed up. A great bit of play there from Ricks. Been a good battle between Ward and Ricks all day. Or the throw up. I think if you were expecting the ball up, Ricks just grabs it out of the ruck and handballs it forward. And we see a tackle, and we will have that throw in eventually. So, very willing, close game. Perfect winter's afternoon. Ball goes back in. Bull and McClellan there again. Bailey Anderson can't take it. Bounces at its highest point. The ball comes out now. Big sweeping handball goes forward. Cooper Milsom can't quite grab it. Hemming does. Puts that sidestep on and another one. Goes forward and finds Lacal, who's been pretty close to best on so far. He pumps it. Well, it's not a great looking kick, but it's gone in the right direction. And the umpire's found a free kick, a push in the back, going to Irymple. So deep in the back pocket. They've used the switch pretty well today, but doesn't look like it's on. We're going to try and find it anyway, which he does. It was on. And we're going to bring it out the far side, which Pirates said to bring it out this side all day, and it hasn't let him down. He goes forward and finds Cooper Doreen, who takes the mark, swings it inboard now. Ball falls a bit short, but it's picked up well and kicked forward. Brodie Jackson, who's been there everywhere, uses his body well. He's got to pick it up clean, but Harry got down, couldn't quite get it. Big left foot, high kick goes in. Pezzanetti's there, Hemming's there. Can't quite grab it. Oh, great courage by Hemming, and he's just class right in front of us here. He goes out and finds Will Hemming. He gets their handball out as well to Hooker. Back to Will Hemming. Bit of run now from Merbein. He goes wider and finds Pettit, who had a great second quarter. He has a couple of bounces. Goes deep into the pocket to McDonald tipping Woody, but it's Wandon again flying in front of the pack, who just punches it over and says, not this time. Great bit of play from the half-back line from Merbein. Ball just pinging from one end to the other once they find a little bit of space. Thrown in again, half forward for Merbein. Good tap by Ward, but it's gone straight to Bedford, who's had a ping. Not quite there. Lockyer out the back. He's taken it. He's got a mark.
This one there.
Oh, he's played on quickly. Use a left and he's put it through. Goal for Lockyer. We'll see Merbein back in front. So a great bit of play out this side. We've said it's been the scoring side all day.
Thank you.
Merbein out to a 10-point lead. 9-8-62 playing 8-4, 52 of Irymple. Now we're 16 minutes into this third quarter and just waiting for the ball back in the middle now. McClelland and Bull. Bull wins that one. It's come out the side. Hooker's going to be first onto it. Can't quite gather it, but he's going to get a free kick. Merbein starting to get right on top here. Hemming goes past, doesn't quite get it. Hills is there. He doesn't use him either. Now he does. Hills has got it and takes off. Puts it to a dangerous spot, and that's a great kick. Juggled, but that looks like a mark to Bedford, who swings him board straight over the top. Can't quite pick it up. Comes out now to Lacal on the ground. He's done most of his work in the air, but not this time. Irymple get it and swing out wide. Hammond can't quite grab it, but he's going to be first back onto it. Picks it up cleanly now. Couple of outlets, but a sloppy handball. We'll see Merbein take it again through Bull. He goes forward. Can't quite pick it up. Connor Mensch goes in. He can't get, almost gets cleaned up by his teammate, and the tackle's laid, and the umpire says, I'll have a bounce. Certainly willing. Up it goes again. Lacal just punches it forward. Cirillo gets it, swings. Left foot kick goes out. It's Harradine and Jackson there. But it's Oakley who swings onto that left foot, as he always does. He's got Billy Phelan there. He's going to have to be good, but it's a punch forward. Pinion, well done that time. He's given it to Hemming. Hemming's gone the little fend off. But the umpire says, let's have a ball up this end for a change.
Well, if he's had a fend off, it's probably prior opportunity, isn't it? So maybe Cooper Doreen was a little stiff there as McClellan gets it down near Thrum, who gets gang tackled straight away. He ain't getting out of there, the co-coach. So we'll go through it again on the forward flank for Irymple. Pezzaniti's going to be the one to watch here if it goes forward, and it nearly did through Tulloch. The ball was smothered. So it's still in the same spot. McClellan is trying to force his way through. Too many Merbein numbers for that to happen. Yeah, so keep your eye on Thrum, and then Pezzaniti further down as Tulloch grabs it. Merbein are tackling well. There's two of them involved there. Pinion was one of them. Hooker the other. Up we go again. McClellan with strength. Got it down to Hooker, who was tackled without it, I thought. And so did that very nice man in the green shirt there.
Totally agreed with you, Pirate.
Yes, he did. So, Hooker, who's going okay. Tulloch slow to get up. Hooker, a driving ball. Geez, they kick it nicely.
Yeah.
This is Lockyer. He can play too, this bloke. He gets it back to Hooker, who runs into a little trouble. Pretty calm about the whole situation, but it's fair to say that Merbein stuffed that up. And we'll get a throw in. Sometimes, perhaps just a touch cute, but certainly full of confidence, these boys.
8-4-52, Irymple, Merbein 9-8-62. 19 minutes travel, Pirate, and a third term and a good deal tie scoreboard.
So Frankel's got himself behind the ball here as a bit of a backstop, and he might take a mark here, and he should take a mark here, and he does take a mark here. Now, get a good kick in, Frankie. Got intercepted by Hammond. Well, almost intercepted by Hammond.
No,
went out to
well.
Donahue in the end, who kicked it looking for Rowe, who couldn't mark. Tipper's got it. Handball over the top. Saw something that we didn't see, and Trooper Bedford has a ping. That's going to bounce the correct way, is it? I think it has.
Yeah, I reckon
it's done an offie.
He's done the big off break.
And he's kicked a goal. The Trooper. Was that Trooper?
That was Trooper. The story has it has not played a lot of senior footy in his whole life, Pirate. He's been a handy contributor. 8-4-52, Irymple, Merbein 10-8-68.
Handy contributor?
He's a handy contributor, Trooper Bedford.
They're good players to watch, this lot.
They are. Yep, that's 20-minute mark of third term and a good deal tie scoreboard. 16 points Merbein lead by.
Yeah, and let's not forget their second quarter, which was heading in this direction, was a ripper as well. I still reckon this is probably the scoring end, so they're going all right. Rick's got it down. Gee, that's a good tap.
That was clever.
It was really down to his skipper in Hills, and another good kick.
Angus
the
Smith.
turnaround with Merbein has been, like I said before, remarkable. Another little spearer into Lockyer, who deserves a goal. Great play out of the middle. Good connection between the ruckman and his mids. So Nigel Lockyer will have a shot. Probably a fair way out, but they kick it beautifully. We can't tell exactly how far. He's a left footer. Sprays it a little across. They'll fly for it. Oh, Mark to Irymple, well done. Don't know who it is. Wouldn't surprise me if it was Wandon again, but I don't think it's Wandon. Wandon's had a pretty good day. Bit of a helicopter-y looking thing goes out the other side. Two Merbein boys collide. Hooker was one of them. They both get up pretty well. And in front of the big light pole there, which the lights have been on since almost about the first quarter, haven't they, boys? Pretty early on. We'll get a throw-in.
Well, it comes in now. Ward and Rick's there. Another great tap. Ball comes out the back, but it's straight to Irymple, who take a mark in defence. Fair to say they're under siege back there. Kick comes out to Cirillo and Hooker, who gets a spoil on. Bedford's there, lays the tackle now. And it's come out again. Move out of the way, Riley. As it comes through to Jackson, who can't quite take it. Harradine, who's been mountain back there today. Big handball inboard, and it's all Merbein, and they look like they're going to get away again. Scott Bedford this time. Passes it off. Phoenix Hemming, who's had a great third quarter, finds Angus Smith, and they're out again, Merbein. We spoke about them having a gear no one could go with them. We're seeing it now. Will Hemming this time goes inboard. Kick doesn't quite hit the target, but they've been cleaning it up incredibly well, but not when Zach Wandon's around to lay tackles like that. Oh, he's keeping him in it at the moment, Zach Wandon. It's gone up again. Ricks taps it down. Bedford can't take it. Stevens is out there. Bedford goes in again. Didn't dive on it, just collected it. The umpire says we'll have another bounce. So centre half forward for Merbein. Ricks and Ward. Ricks starting to get on top in that battle again, but this goes straight to Toby Scott, who kicks it forward. Dusha had a great first half. Just takes a fantastic mark. been all class all day. As he goes back, looks for an option forward, but there's plenty of Irymple numbers back, so he swings around and pumps it in on the left foot. Ball floats a bit on the breeze, and a great mark by Lockyer. Oh, and it's on behind play a little bit. Umpires haven't seen it yet. Lockyer just takes the ball so high when he goes for a mark. He jumps and protects it so well.
He takes it at the highest point, doesn't he, Phil? And that's a pretty game taken on Matt Ricks back there too, by the way. He takes it at the highest point, Nigel Lockyer, and what's he done? Kicked a point, though. He's been a little bit off stray this afternoon with his goal kicking, but yeah, he's a dangerous target up forward, isn't he? Class act.
Yeah, absolute class. The kick comes in and finds Wandon. Phelan makes a long lead from up on the wing, and Wanda decides to go by handball. He finds Keenan Wade, who goes wide and to Bagley, who can't quite grab it. He cleans up and gets it now. Little handball over the top to Wade, who followed up. Cooper Milsom's there, picks it up cleanly, and away they go. Oh, and a big hit behind play on Zach Wilson, and it's going to be on here again.
Yeah, that was. I didn't see that, Phil. It certainly tempers a flared. Brody Ryan goes inboard and finds Bagley, I think it is. Irymple. Not sure what's going on back there. I don't know what the umpire said, but it's Bagley with the football for Irymple.
Looks like Ricks has been sent off.
Been pretty willing all afternoon, hasn't it? So it looks like Matt Ricks has been sent off, has he? We'll see what that all comes about, all that one. That's 15 minutes, I take, Phil?
Yeah, I think so. I only caught the back end of it, but I didn't see anyone come on. It looks like there's 5 on the bench for five on the bench for Merbein now, so yeah, it must have been. But with the footy now, Thomas Bagley with a shot. He'll be kicking from maybe just inside 50 on a bit of an angle. Fair to say Irymple need this. Get very close to the man on the mark, puts it up in the air, and they celebrate. And 18 on 17 for the next 15 minutes. That sparked the Irymple team right up. I think we're in for a big one.
Back to 11 points on the Good Deal Tyre scoreboard. Travelled, I reckon, on the last look, 25 and a half minutes gone. 9-4-58. Merbein 10-9-69 on that Good Deal Tyre scoreboard. Get a good deal today at Bentook Avenue. Can't be too long left in the third term, I wouldn't imagine. So, as Phil said, probably an understatement, they needed that. Matt Ricks has been sent off. Rucks will go at Bull and McClellan. Bull that time. As far as Thrum, he broke through the Scotty Bedford tackle. Dribbles it out there, bounces over everyone's head. Benny Douche is going to run back onto it first. He gets control of it. It's well done. So too from Phoenix. Hemming has wrapped Mr. Milsom up. We'll have a ball up.
Got a hold here, the Merbein boys.
Yep.
They've got a hold. They can't let a goal be kicked here. That's... yeah, stiff. He led with his head there.
He did, Scotty Bedford, didn't he?
Scotty Bedford, but he was, I guess, we'll call it clever. Won himself a free kick on the back flank. Kicked it directly out on the full.
Yep.
Yeah, Merbein might want to put Waller down here or something to help out for the next minute or two. They can't have Irymple kicking another goal.
No, it ruined the good work of the term, Pirate.
Well, there it is. There's a siren now. So a bit of a relief, but they're going to be without Rixie, their number one ruckman, for the probably 12 minutes of the last quarter.
Last quarter.
But the silver lining is that Nate Bull's going all right as the backup ruckman. So big job for Bully to do for the next sort of quarter of an hour.
And they do go into three-quarter time with an 11-point lead, Pirate. Let's see if they can hang on to it. We'll take a break. We'll be back here live at Henchwood Oval, all thanks to the Gateway, the G, shortly.
A little bit in the kitty.
This is going to be interesting all for Pioneer Ford Robinvale to see what's going on down at the MSP, I'd say. Sarah Oval,
Right, just stand by. I'm not as quick as our mate Lewis, but
yeah, Lewis,
I'll get there. Well, Lewis, he brings all sorts of gadgets in here on a Saturday arvo. Does Lewis? Right. We know what that score is because we're here. Mildura 63, 9-9. 63. Wentworth a 4-7-31.
Okay, yep.
Well in hand for the Demons.
Going to script, basically.
Oyen on top of Redcliffe for 10-3, 63, 7-7, 49.
Yep, that's going to plan
14
too.
points. Well, Imps are not going to win.
Oh,
No.
This is a ball over.
14-8, 92
Yep.
to 3-4, 22. South Mildura are 70 points ahead.
70.
7-0 points ahead.
Don't give the microphone back to Phil just yet, Pirate. Oh, on that one. 70 points.
No, I'm not having that. He did not pick South Mildura. He said, I wouldn't be surprised if they went all right.
I think I'm
That's the best I'm going to give you.
What? I didn't pick him, but I'm the only one who thought they were going to get within 10 goals from the way you two were talking.
I don't think I was even part of that conversation, was I?
No, you weren't.
I wasn't even listening to you. We've only got 2 microphones and you two were hogging them, so...
No, I managed to get out to both huddles though then.
Yeah,
So,
go on.
yeah, always really calm, which I played a fair bit of footy with Damien Hall, and calm probably wasn't the word I'd use to describe him then. So he's fantastic out there and really just lots of plans and organisation, making sure that they're ready to go for this 15 minutes. And Irymple really wanting to rally around. The young blokes putting their body on the line and sort of, if we're not going to rally behind that, then what are we doing out here type message. So...
All right, well, it looks like Brody Jackson's going to be the free one.
It looks like that, Pirate.
I'd probably... And that's fair enough, or is he or not?
Well, Nate pulled that time, so the last term.
It might be Colin. It could be anyone, but if it was me, the ways Wandon's been going, I'd probably want to free him up and say, just do your thing, Zach.
Ward tapped it down, didn't go any further than Agnes Smith wraps them up. 11 points Merbein lead by. Start of the last term on the Good Deal Tie scoreboard. Bailey Anderson gets a boot to ball. Chaos ball inside the forward 50. Out comes Benny Dusha. Well done.
Yeah, he's played all right today. I'll tell you what, Merbein do not want Irymple to kick the first goal, do they? That'll really get them up and about with the last goal.
Yep.
Basically on the siren, and then
They'll get their
the first one here, and
right.
it's up their end. Yeah, they'll grow another leg if they get a goal here, that's for sure. So we get another ball up. It's up there in the ground. Bull puts his weight, not a lot of weight, but he puts his weight into it. Probably won the tap, but it's headed further towards the Irymple goal for another stoppage. And it looks like Wandon is free behind the ball at the moment, so perhaps they've worked that out okay. Waller's trying to get in the middle of 3 of them here. And a snap-on goal from Irymple, and there you go. That's exactly what they didn't want.
It's the one you were talking about, Pirate.
Yes.
I mean, if Merbein had kicked it, it would have started to... But they haven't. Irymple got their first of the last term.
I'll see how good a coach he is now. Phil?
Yep.
You mate.
Brings it back to 10-4-64. Irymple, Merbein 10-9-69 on the Good Deal Tie scoreboard. 5 points of difference.
Who kicked that? Trouble, was it?
Only travelled a minute and a half in the last quarter. I think it was, Pirate. Minute and a half, over a minute and a half gone the last term. 5 points of difference. Merbein has still got the lead. Ball's back at centre Henshwood Oval. Be Riley Ward and Nate Bull will go at it. Big wheels around the ball. Bull that time well down to Scotty Bedford. He gets held up by Anderson, gets rid of it in time. Back to Noah Hills. The skipper by hand. That was well done. That wasn't. Pretty well. Good tackle from Bailey Anderson. Wins a free kick for too long with the footy. So Anderson goes short and finds James Tulloch, Mr. Peroxide this afternoon. Here they go. They're going to get their tails up again, I think. So Tulloch's going to go long to a lead. And no, it's gone out of bounds, I'd reckon. No, ball's still in play. Now it's gone out of bounds. Down that forward pocket. 5 points of difference. 2.5 minutes gone. The Good Deal Tie scoreboard.
That's what the game needed, was the Irymple to kick the first, and now with 17 on 18, it's probably Merbein that need to hang on for the next 5 or 10 minutes. Ball comes in left forward pocket for Irymple. Phelan does some of the ruck work, but doesn't get it. It's lots of players around it. We're going to have a secondary stoppage.
Getting quite dark and cool again. Out here at Henshwood Oval.
And as you can tell, there's a lot riding on it just from the crowd. Pretty subdued as ball gets up over the top. It's one of those ruck-free quick kicks, and it's going to go to Bull. Shepherded out of it.
He's done well in the ruck since he's come on. Left foot, scoreboard side. His greatest kick.
No, that was Will Hemming's fault there.
That wasn't a very good lead. Irymple going to go back inside their 50, I'd suggest, through Jackson with a big left foot, long and deep. Big pack goes at it, and Harry Harradine's taking a great mark. An absolute clunker at the back of the pack.
What's going on with that?
He's having a birthday present this afternoon. That guy, he's been almost best on ground for mine. Lee Page now with the footy for the Pies. Good smother there from Tulloch, sort of.
Had nowhere to go, mate. No one was leading at him at all.
Yeah, Cirillo beat Mick Hooker to the footy. Well done from Lee Page again with 2 to beat. He does it, gets it, scrambles it out there. Here comes Toby Scott with the footy. Where's he gone with that one, Parry? Benny Dusha. He's going to get it out there by the right foot to no one in particular. Big pack goes out, and Keenan Wade, I reckon, is taking a good chest mark. It's game on now.
He's right in the middle of the ground. He's going to go almost backwards, wide-ish, to Wandon. Kicks a worm burner. Anderson, Spearer. Well done, nice kick. Marked at half forward by the Swallows. Got their tails up a little bit with Merbein being a man down, and then we've got a couple of cramps going on too for the Pies, so that's not going to help. Not going to have a shot from there, is he? Is that who is this? Is that Bagley again?
A kick from the light pole? No.
I think he's having a bit of a crack. He's pretty happy with his last kick, so let's just say he's a fair way out.
Big run up.
Yeah, well, it's not going to be the light pole because he's got the Dennis Lilly going on. Kicks it as high as he does long, almost. Geez, Merbein need this to go through. Nate Bull sort of flicks it over the top for we'll call that a rush behind. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with Harry this afternoon. He's
Day out,
yeah, he's going all right.
Absolute day out. Been resolute really all afternoon, hasn't he?
He kicked it in from full back, and he says, well, give it back to me. I'm Big H, and I'm going all right. He's in the goal square, but now he doesn't know where to go, so he goes back to where he got it from.
Back to Benny
Benny
Dusha.
Dusha. Dusha's been good today. He's a strong player. Kicks it down the line. Lockyer couldn't grab it. Stevens, I think it is, out the back. A couple of them there with the long jumpers. Well done. Who was that? Well done, Smith, I think, on that occasion for the smother, and he's forced a stoppage. Yeah, Merbein, Phil, they've just got to hang in now, don't they? They're still in front. 4 points. No margin, of course, but, well, let's put a silver lining on it. When Rixie comes back on, he's going to be very fresh, isn't he?
He will be very
and
fresh.
hopefully they're in front.
I reckon we've got
For his sake.
maybe 5 or 6 minutes to go until he's back.
Yeah, he'll be chomping at the bit as well, so...
Oh, Thrum through the stoppage.
No way.
No
way, no. Oh, look, I don't know who kicked the last goal either, but that was Thrum, and that was pretty special. It could well have been Thrum, the last one as well, for all I know. I didn't see it.
Well, that one certainly was. And
it hasn't come up on the computer yet either, so... Now they're in front by 3 points, Irymple. So this little passage has hurt, this little 6.5 minutes has hurt Merbein a bit. See, Hooker wants to go into the middle. He's heading that way. It's not a bad move either. So keep an eye on Thrum here. He's got Hooker next to him. Bull gets it down in the Merbein direction, but Mensch come through. Got the head bandaged up as Mensch. Merbein with hand. Come back through. What have they got? One in the middle. Not a great kick. It's been knocked off by Riley Ward, down on the ground. I think they were going for Bull, but they missed him. He got it out somewhere near Jackson, who kicked it down the line. Merbein have got some sort of numbers there. One of them is Dusha. He's probably good enough to beat 2 or 3. And he got it over the line for a throw-in. So we've been going nearly 7.5 minutes, and it's Irymple by 2 points. Bull and McClellan in the ruck. McClellan's probably got the strength. Bull over the top, got it down to the front. Nothing happening there. Throw up again. It's about, I don't know, 70 metres out from the Swallows' goal. McClellan probably got that one there, so that's a hot spot there. Centre half forward, Doreen got it for Irymple. Handball out. Now it comes out to Connor Mensch. He's got time. Kicks it to the pocket for, well, I was going to say I don't really know why, but he's found a teammate. I don't know who that is until he turns around. Is it Pez again? No, it's Billy Phelan. Well, Phelan's got 2. And this could be a disastrous little 10 minutes, actually, for Merbein, couldn't it? Anyway, it's not far from over here. We've only been going 8 minutes in the last quarter, as Billy Phelan has a shot on goal. Distance won't be a problem. He's right on the boundary line. So slow and steady, deliberate approach. Watch his reaction. No, straight away he hung the head, so he's kicked a point. That'll take him out to 3 points in front. Now, where's all these good players for the Magpies? Get them out on this side of the ground and give them a chance to run. I'd like to see that happen.
You've done. They've gone a bit of an old school huddle there, and
yeah, that's what's happened. They've sort of got it out to the back pocket, and the good players are on this side of the ground now. I think this is Dodds with the ball in the back pocket. Little shorty goes out to Jacob Donoghue, going to about probably 10 or 12 metres. Bit of a slow play now. Come on, Waller, get yourself involved. Donoghue plays on, then kicks it high, hoping for a nice mark from Lockyer, who had a chance. Then he gathered again. His kick was smothered. Well done. Toby Scott comes out the other way. He got a high tackle, did he? Yep. So things are running a little bit Irymple's way at the minute.
50-metre penalty.
Is it a 50? The discipline's out the window a bit at the minute, if it is. Yes, Phil, it is. Not what was required. And there was nothing in it, really. Either was it. Scott just got a little tap on the head, and the umpire gave him a free kick for too high, and now he's got 50, which will bring him within range. And it'd be fair to say this is a bit of a disaster for Merbein at the moment. First, coming up to 10 minutes of this last quarter. So Toby Scott, they'll go a little bit ballistic if he kicks this. Comes in now. Tension mounts. Goes out to the right a little bit and has a go. Has he got it? What happened? No celebration. No celebrations at all.
So that puts them out to 11-7-73. It's 10-9-69. So a 4-point lead to Irymple. Have had all the play in this last quarter, 10 minutes in.
Here comes Rixie.
Looks like Rix is about to come back as Harradine takes the kick out. He goes short and finds Frankel, who's going to bring it out this side, which we've said to do all day. There's plenty of numbers out here now, though. So it gets darker. Hemming sits under this one, can't quite grab it. McDonald tipping Woody's there. He can't grab it either. There's plenty of numbers around this footy now. As the ball's spurred out, we're going to have a throw in just Irymple's side of centre wing, right in front of the hill here. Fourth quarter in what's been a cracking game all day. Deserves a big finish. Ball comes in.
Even numbers again there.
And back to 8 against 18. Donoghue gets it this time with a great little handball to Dusher. He's been good all day. He puts it forward, but it's all Irymple as Luth can't quite pick it up. Here comes Lockyer. But Luth, good enough to get round one, not the second one. McDonald tipping Woody was there, and then Lockyer's double back and laid a second tackle. And sometimes you got to gather it cleanly and just get rid of it, and he couldn't do it that time. So a shot for about 40 metres out directly in front for Lockyer to potentially put Merbein back in front.
The closing speed from Nigel Lockyer there onto St. Louis was incredible.
Well, he worked in tandem with Waller a bit, didn't he? So he needs a goal here, this bloke. He got it.
Deserves one.
I'll tell you what. Good game.
Deserves one.
So we get back to even numbers, and the big fella comes back on the ground, wins the tap. Merbein get it forward. There was no one there, really, but Dusher's kick was just good enough to get out of loose, outstretched arms, and he had to sort of punch it. It was a bit awkward for him in the end, and then he was surrounded by Waller and Nigel Lockyer. Lost the ball, and Lockyer kicked a goal to put Merbein back in front.
Yeah, 11-7-73. Pirate Merbein 11-9-75. 2 points in front now, the Pies. On the Good Deal Tile scoreboard, Ash Rowe with the footy. Down to Rix, gets it out by foot. Goes to Lockyer Jr. again. He takes a pretty good running chest mark, not paid. Yeah. Taps it out of there. Pettit's over the ball. Actually, it was Will Hemming. Got one high, I reckon. Noah Hills, the skipper, goes bashing in there and held up by Brody Jackson. The umpire says, give it here, fellas. I'm going to ball it up.
I said before, about 5-10 minutes ago, if there's a silver lining, it's that Rix is going to be fresh. Well, he's back on, but he'll be fresh.
Noah Hills, that was well done from junior Nigel Lockyer. Here comes Tipper. Waller gets around, bust through. That was well done. On the left foot.
No way.
Notchingly as you like. Absolutely notchingly as you like. That's a great goal today for Butch on Deacon Parry.
That's the one.
Got through heavy traffic and then just as well, just nonchalantly in the end, just threw it on the left boot, Phil.
Yeah, he did, and they just outnumbered him everywhere there, Merbein, just working harder, and I don't know if it was sort of the even number coming back, but Irymple had all the running, and then in the 3 minutes Ricks has been back on, it's just turned completely.
Yeah, I can tell you he's going to be across. He's going to be cross at the minute, so I thought he might have an impact when he come back on. He'd be very disappointed with himself. Got that tap down towards Rowe, who couldn't handle it. Merbein on a little bit of a roll. Here they go again, out towards somebody near Stevens, who will mark on the wing. He hasn't been too bad, Kyle Stevens. He plays on a bit, goes somewhere near Hooker, over the top of Hooker. Carter couldn't grab it. Thrum could, handball over the top to Tulloch, who should get, well done by Lockyer to displace his Irymple opponent. Can it come back to Lockyer? No, they're going to go somewhere near Waller. No, Connor Mensch. Connor Mensch takes a relieving mark. Little chipper out to Thrum. Somewhere out near the scoreboard. 14.5 minutes gone now. Merbein in front by 8 points. Corralled. Thrummy has to get onto his right. Doesn't seem to matter all that much. Don't tell me Harradine's going to take another specky. No. Tulloch, nice handball over the top. Went to Oxley. It's at Irymple's half forward now. Phelan, I think it is. Handball, well, I was going to say in hope more than anything, but it wasn't hope. This is Oxley again, and he should and does kick a goal. So goal for goal at the minute. Oxley gets what I think will be his first. Yep.
That was good football, Pirate, from the Swallows.
Yeah, I thought that handball at the top was a bit in hope, but it wasn't in the end. He knew exactly what he was doing, so...
12-7-79 on Irymple, Merbein 12-9-81, 2 points.
Yeah, 2 points again, and we've got 10 minutes to go.
10 minutes to go,
9 minutes, 10 minutes to go.
15.5 minute mark the last term on the Good Deal Tyre scoreboard. Important throw up, and I mean throw it up too. That's the go. There comes Ricks with a good thump. Didn't go far. James Tulloch wrapped up by Ash Rowe, and the umpire says we'll have it again.
McClellan's a bit sore getting up off the ground there. Ricks again tries to get it to Rowe quite a bit. Rowe went in heavily, couldn't get the ball. Now he wraps up his opponent in a tackle. Archer Hammond is there as well. That was McClellan on the bottom of the... Where's Corey Laquelle going?
He's got a bit ginger.
It's not great. Oh, why would you take him off? He's still going to take a mark in the goal square, isn't he?
Yeah, he just... I don't know whether they've taken him off or he's come off himself, has he? Or they'll run and go out, Pirate.
I don't know, but all I saw
good punch from Harradine.
Big fella running past us, and that's holding the ball, umpire.
Yeah, no, Hills was wrapped up Jake Thrum, I reckon.
Well...
The umpire says no, ball it up.
I still reckon Laquelle could
just stand
put
there.
up with it a bit and take his marks like he does in the goal square.
2 points of difference, still Merbein lead. McClellan that time on the ball on boot, Pirate.
Got one out here.
Scotty
Get it wide. Get it, Scotty, out this way.
Scotty Bedford's taking the mark. He's seen it last. Oh, no, he hasn't. He's sold Kyle Stevens a bit of trouble. He's going to get out of it, maybe.
Angus Smith had just come on. He was all on his own out here on the wing. But anyway, Stevens, not bad. Got it forward. Who's he found?
Phoenix Hemming.
Well done. He has been good in patches, Hemming.
Oh, good
little
kick.
popper. Lockyer should mark. Oh, great hands. Under good pressure from Wandon. Just outstanding hands. I'm going to try and keep an eye on that big Corey Laquelle if I can. They need him. He's got the 5 goals. So has Pez at the other end, but Lockyer's kicked 2 as well. This fellow here, flash wheels. So I'll keep an eye on his reaction when he kicks the ball. Left foot goes. He's bending and bending. I think he's kicked a point. He has. 3 points they go out to. Carter's free in front of us if they want him. They don't. Called for Archer Hammond to mark. He had Lockyer as an opponent, so that made it a little bit difficult. Hemming again. Frankel, handball over the top. Well done. Merbein, another. This is where they want Laquelle. Yeah, well, that's where they wanted Laquelle, obviously. Waller gave away a free kick to Luth. He's not happy about it, but the umpire said he pushed him in the back. Now he's got to come back and go around the mark. There's Luth, which will allow Merbein to cover everyone, you would think. Goes sort of a half a length kick, really. Oh, now, what are we calling? Let it go a little bit, umpire.
It's on again as Toby Scott gets the free kick at half-back. He looks inboard to Thrum. It's a dangerous kick, but it finds him. Thrum calls for everyone to get moving, which they do now. He just pumps it high and wide again. Well attacked. Oh, and a high tackle there. The umpire's called it, and another free kick, and it's about to boil over here as Oakley takes it. Goes wide, and Irymple are away. Connor Mensch has a bounce, has a second bounce down the other wing. Goes inboard now and finds, might be feeling Brodie Ryan it was, and he kicks it in a great mark taken.
Harry again, is it?
It might be Harry.
I don't know.
Well, Frankel, who's made his way down there, and he finds Bedford at centre half back. As Merbein get their opportunity now, and they get moving. He goes wide to Will Hemming. Needs to take it, and he does.
Get it out.
Goes back. There's plenty of space out on this side. Hemming decides to take his time with it and goes for Lockyer. He's been hot in this last quarter, and he can't quite take it as Wandon comes through and sees it over the boundary line for a throw-in. Just Merbein side of the wing. Ball comes back in now as Ward and Ricks wrestle a little bit. Ricks just taps it down and follows up his own work. Oh, we've got a free kick there against, who was it? Pettit. Toby Scott, who's lifted in this last quarter. Again goes inboard to Thrum. Can't quite grab it. Just stocks it off the ground, and he's got a man out there. It might be Oakley again. He swings onto the left, goes forward, but it's over the head of a couple. Frankel can't quite get it. He taps it in front of himself. Phelan comes out. He gathers it. Handballs to McClellan, who gets tackled straight away. The umpire says, "I'll have it." That was a fantastic tackle. Very strong. It's certainly got willing here with as we tick over the 20-minute mark of the last quarter. Irymple trailing Merbein by 3 points. As it goes up again. That might be Thrum coming through with it again, is it? And the umpire says we'll throw it in. He's the one to watch.
He is one to watch.
Kicked a ripping goal from stoppage earlier this quarter.
You need to put 2 blokes on him.
Comes in again. McClellan's there with Ricks, who just punches it forward. Irymple have the numbers, but Bedford has the ball. And we'll have another throw up. Left half forward for Irymple. Plenty of numbers following the footy now, which means there's plenty of space if they can get it out. Ball comes Merbein's way if they've got numbers, and they find someone in the middle of the ground, but a good tackle by Toby Scott. So we'll throw it up again. Merbein were almost out there. He had to stick that tackle, and he did. Up again, not much of a clear hit out anywhere. Numbers everywhere around the footy. Comes out Merbein's way through some slick hands. Pettit gets it now. He runs, he gets a bounce, and there's plenty of space now. Wandon comes at him, he kicks it long. Luth and Wade, and a great one-handed grab by Wade. Great protection by Luth behind him as well, and Irymple will reload. Have they got the energy for another push again? He goes wide. That might be Wandon, who walks around one. Just kicks it into the centre, a big ball here, but it's all Bedford, and he takes the mark. Forward to Hooker.
Get it near Lockyer, boys. Waller's not going to take a specky. Lockyer is. So Hooker kicks it in the direction of Lockyer, who almost took a specky.
Live footy, local voices, Big Mo.
Damo's hit the button again, I think. No. Yes, no.
Yep.
Umpire calls for a bounce. It's 25 metres away from Merbein's goal. And they lead by 3 points. And time is a ticking. Oh,
it is a ticking pirate.
22.5 minutes with a Merbein shot on goal. How big is this? Get someone out here on this post, boys.
This is a big goal.
Oh, Lockyer's going off.
79.
No, can't have Laquelle and Lockyer off at the same time.
Hold his left wrist too, Parry.
Oh, stay on. You're good enough with one hand, boy.
Callahan's physiotherapy report. Let's say that's not serious. So Merbein for shot of goal, as Pirate said. 3 points of difference. They lead by.
You got to be kidding. You got to be kidding. No.
Oh, just missed for the near side.
Just watching Hemming there, his reaction. He
12.
He thought it was looking all right.
12-7-79 on Irymple. Merbein 12-11-83 on the good deal scoreboard. 23 minutes gone, Parry, with
Thrummy straight up the guts to Luth. This is important. Frankie,
good fist.
Well done. Good fist. Frank Org went out the back to Oxley, who's had a good last quarter. Spearer, top of the square almost. Irymple got numbers. Hammond left foot, wasn't his best kick. Stevens is there. Keep running at the ball, boys. You can get it over if you wish.
Benny Douche with the footy.
Might be a good time for a rush behind. Not going to make
Great
any
time,
difference
Pirate.
at all. No, where's Rixie? Get it over the line. Rixie, get on this side and thump it over the line. Well, he got it out. What now? Umpire's called a free kick. Oh, come on.
What was that for? That's harsh in the goal square and a ruck throw up. It really is, Phil. Not that I can see.
Yeah, not that I couldn't see what it was for. It's McClelland. I'm hesitant to even speak putting the Moz on him or not. It's 10 metres out directly in front.
You can't miss that,
But
surely.
Plenty of horns going. The crowd's involved. He's kicked it. It wasn't the most convincing shot at goal we've seen today, but it did what it needed to do, and it's gone through, which has put Irymple in front from a ruck free kick. Irymple 13-7-85 lead Merbein 12-11-83 as we tick towards 25 minutes gone in the final quarter. Plenty of organising. Merbein have too many in the centre square, but they've just got enough to get out now. Now we've got a blood rule by the looks.
Well, the time keeps ticking.
And it's Riley Ward that's going to go off.
It's stopped up there, isn't it?
So here comes McClellan, the goal kicker, to take the ruck. And there's plenty of organising going on here while we have a little break. And Riley Ward makes a wise decision to slow down and walk so everyone can get set. The ball's about to go up as Irymple is sort of a man down, and a high tackle to Tulloch, who gathered it cleanly.
This might be about it.
And it wouldn't be long to go. It hasn't been a huge scoring last quarter. Connor Mensch works hard to provide an option.
Tulloch gets told to play on. Kicks it out. McClellan not agile enough this time, but then he got it off the ground, which wasn't too bad. Irymple really need a little chipping ball and a mark here to hold it up. Magpies come back the other way. Ricks got it. Oh, and his kick's going to be knocked off by Wandon. Seemed to be a bit like a spare man. Zach will take all day. He's got plenty of experience. Go as wide as he can. Good kick too, as he found out there. Big fella in McClelland again. He'll be getting all sorts of advice off his bench. Just stand there, mate. There it is. She's over. She's over. 2 points to Irymple in the end. 2 points after it. Well, I don't know, it was controversial or whatever, but a harsh penalty in the goal square for a ruck infringement, which I didn't see, but whatever.
Yeah, it's tough when they get paid in the goal square up in the forward line. Irymple run out winners by 2 points. 13-7-85 in an entertaining game of football here this afternoon. Merbein 12-11-83. The Pies have lost no supporters on the Goodyear Tile scoreboard. Zach Wandon have to be Irymple's best for mine, Phil.
Yeah, definitely. Well, no question today. It was epic from start to finish, really. And when Merbein came, he was the only one who seemed to stand up for a little while. And
Get out, you rabbit.
There's a peanut in every crowd, isn't there, hey? We're on radio, mate.
Well, there's three of them together there.
yeah, no, it's some great effort. And in a game like that, there's always going to be big efforts. Toby Scott's last 10 minutes in particular was really good. Obviously, Pezzaniti kicking goals early got them in the position where they were close enough at the end, and ultimately it was when they took advantage of Merbein having a man down, which is what you need to do. It's what good sides do, which is what Irymple have been for a long time.
The birthday boy, Harry Harradine, played a great game for the Pies in defence. Matt Ricks going off didn't help. When he come back on, it made a big difference. Irymple, I suppose, just continually plucked away and ended up getting a win. It's hard to believe, actually. I don't know. But it was a great game of football, but I suppose the Pies will learn a bit from it.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, we spoke at the start. I was probably pretty convinced that you guys need to see a little bit more, but I reckon you've seen enough today to know that they'll be thereabouts late in the season.
Yeah, I'll have to agree with you, Phil. I don't know what Pirate thinks, but they're showing to me today they're the genuine deal, Merbein. There's no doubt about it. And when they find that extra gear, Phil, you're right, there's probably not many teams that can go with it, but they'll be kicking themselves this afternoon. really. They will actually kick themselves for losing that. And Irymple, well, they're in 4th spot now pretty comfortably at them as we speak at the moment, so...
Yeah, well, seeing how the other results have gone, it'll, the ladder could tighten up very much so. We've, if results go the way they were looking earlier. So, you've got to win these games when you can.
Yeah, we looked at it on Play HQ all for Pioneer Ford. Rob, worth a drive up to see the boys too at Pioneer Ford. Oh, don't tell us. That's an absolute...
Well, I don't even know how to phrase this. So in a game that South Mildura was written off by 2 of the 3 of us up here, I won't name names, they have won by 98 points, 18-14, 122 against Imperial's 3 goals 6.
Okay.
Redcliffe have come from behind after O United led for most of the day.
Lost.
To kick 5 or 6 goals in the last quarter to win 12-11-83 against 10-4-64. So a good win from Redcliffe, which will tighten the ladder.
Tigers have knocked
back
up.
That hill would have been absolutely pumping for the last half hour of that game.
Yeah, Pirate and I agree to disagree on this. They are a plucky mob, that Redcliffe footy club, and if you take them lightly, they do that sort of thing to you.
So every time we've had one of their games, if you don't put them away when you've got the chance,
they'll do you over.
And particularly at home with that hill, they
grow an extra leg, don't they?
They do, and I reckon Owen might have found that this afternoon. And then Mildura, very late in the game, 12 goals, 13 lead, Wentworth 7-7-49, which has probably gone the way that we predicted.
98-point win to South Mildura. Who would have? That's an absolute. I can't believe that. Pirate, can you?
I don't care. I'm not interested. I've lost it. Nah.
The buy-in from everyone, the training standards, the next man up mentality. You know, there's a couple of weeks now where it's Saturday morning, someone gets a call, they just come in and they fucking don't complain, they just get it done. Right? Whether it's first game, you know, you played a few games or 2, whatever it is, it's just huge for the group. All right, takes some courage at 3/4 time to find something, and so, you know, we can relax now, enjoy the night, all that sort of stuff. We reset.
Off this joint.
I think, boys, I reckon notoriously, we actually don't win those games. So I think that's the first time I've seen in a long time. Like, fight back in that last quarter. And I know they had, one less in the bench, so be it. Fight back from everyone across the board. It's fucking exciting. It really is. Tough, boys.
Great work. Great luck. Great work. Let's cheer. Hold on the other way. Hold on the other way.
You didn't want to
change your mind for tonight, mate. Yeah. One day. Your turn. Yeah, you look like a dirty.
You're selling bench yourself.
Mark, and then you had the ball there. That's really like
I'll try and go first. I'll be quick. Just sort of spoke out there. The main part today, obviously, the 1%ers tackles for me. Thrummy with the tackles, so letting that middle, I think. And then played a different role to what we thought rolling into today, but Zachy Wandon. Roll in, mate, after a few weeks off and change the roll up from what we were planning to do that job you did today. No, thanks, God. Yeah, thanks. That's about it for me. Sort of touched on out there. We'll get to cover off. Good work.
Just straight away, I just think, if you can cast your mind back, apologise to everyone. Post game of Imperial, would have been 7 weeks ago. Okay, we were 1-5, 1-4, and what did we say? Going into the bye, the next 6 weeks, for our team, but most importantly individually for a lot of the players' careers, have been the biggest 6 weeks, potentially be created 8, because we've come in, potentially played in grand finals, won them, etc., etc. But we looked adversity right between the eyes, and some of us individually were out of form as a team, but individually some of us were out of form. If there's a few names I'll read out, just think of their last 6 weeks they've had, and I'm going to exclude the older players that have been there and sort of done it, but these sort of names, the past 6 weeks they've had, okay, so Ward, Phelan goes forward. Anderson throughout the middle. These two have been enormous all year, but mention Luth behind the ball. Connor Burns, half back. Rick Duran and Toby Scott across the wings. Okay, and sort of around the peripheries, okay, we bring in like Henry, we bring in Tommy. And we bring in Dave Oakley, who goes forward in the second half and just sort of like to give us a spark. Okay, and then another 2 guys, we bring in Nate Wade and then young Wilso, 2 15, 16-year-olds. All I'll say is, everyone in there can fucking do it. You're all capable. Okay, everyone here is capable. We know what we're going to get at Coghlan, Groundbridge, Wandon, Cirillo, Pesanini, like we know. But all you blokes here can absolutely do it. You've just showed it for 6 weeks. Okay, the injuries haven't gone away, unfortunately. They've just looked us right in the eye every week, here and there. But it's just next man up. Okay, and we go 5-1. In what's an enormous period of footy for us. And the one thing I'll leave you with, I went through, I was looking a little bit forward, I said to Daniel, I looked at the Mildura games we've had in the past 3 years, and it's just been ironic how many games Coglan's missed, Sconner's missed, and we've had a lot of like honourable losses, like, oh, we've got a few out, we go down to Mildura by 8, 9, 10 points, it was a good loss. After the ball, we've got to go there and fucking beat them. Yes. Okay, honestly, we just enjoy the night. We've got BTN tonight, but when it comes to the next training session we have, let's go to the rec reserve. If today was a statement win, let's make sure we go and have a signature win at the rec reserve in the fortnight, right? Absolutely.